purple worm-like creature just...
And they come across a goblin that is charging them.
When she sees it start to lift up off the air.
And we're live!
Yay!
Oh, yeah!
For now.
Do it my damn self. Y'all ain't gonna have no excitement around here, I'll tell you. Well, welcome in, folks. We are Hit Points Not Required here with another charity stream, and we have a fantastic adventure that we have already been rated on Lifeboat, and it's scary already. But you probably really just want to know who we are before we start talking and telling you all these wonderful tales of the open ocean. So let me make some introductions. Starting all the way up in the corner, in the big window tonight, we have our tail weaver, and yet still our favorite shade of purple. It's Violet.
Hello, I am Violet Crow, and I am the tail weaver tonight, which is real weird. So let's see what happens.
Evidently, we're going on a really weird adventure tonight. And that brings us to Carly. Carly is our resident crafter of math rocks and also has a kitten horde hiding around somewhere. Hi, Carly.
Yeah, I think they have moved on, but they'll probably be back. But hi, I make the clicky clacks, and I exist.
Next, we have someone, I'm not really sure who they are because they are Anonymous MJ.
Hi, go by MJ. Usually a viewer, now a player. Non-binary, they them pronouns. Here to have fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. I am Chuckles. I am always here trying to live up to my name, but never quite being funny enough. I also sometimes like to get out and wear some costumes and get photographs taken. And when I do, there's no one who does that better than our next person, who we're happy to have out from behind the camera this evening. It is Chrysander.
Hey y'all, I'm Chrysander. I am a nerd.
Aren't we all?
Perfect.
What I am.
Excellent way to go. That is very informative. People were wondering, they were thinking, hey, that guy doesn't look like a nerd.
Pretty cool.
Last, rounding out our crew for this evening, we have someone who is so smooth. Matter of fact, it's like shea butter.
Indeed. How's it going, everybody? I'm Shay, like the butter. Nice to meet the crew in general and the audience. Playing Axel, who is a map maker, renowned for his logistical and strategic prowess. And we'll see, what else. How it goes,
That sounds like we are guaranteed to get lost. That's all that I know. Yeah, we are very excited to tell this tale tonight. We've been talking about these characters, working up stuff, figuring out where we are. But we're not just here for that. We are actually here in support of a wonderful cause, and Violet is going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yes. So this month we are raising funds for North Carolina Counts Coalition, which is a nonpartisan nonprofit organization working to support communities throughout North Carolina. In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, they're working with a variety of local partners to provide direct support to those in need across Western North Carolina, with a special focus on marginalized communities that are often overlooked and underserved in times of crisis. 100% of your donation to them will go towards these relief efforts. So please help us, help them, and give what you can. And with that, I turn it over to myself. To begin our adventure, I have to put on my super special DM glasses. Here we go. That's how you know. That's how you know it's serious. All right.
Super special DM glasses soon to be available on our merch page. Please go over.
I want a pair. That'd be amazing. Then I can DM too.
Yes. All right. So we take you out to the open ocean. You 5 are the sole survivors of the recently sunken ship known as the Gallant. At least an hour has passed since the initial chaos of your escape. That time has been spent putting distance between your new vessel, Lifeboat number 4, and the wreckage of the Gallant. Whether through luck or skill, you managed to avoid the various hazards that tragically claimed the lives of those in Lifeboats 1, 2, 3, and 5. Only you remain. Your craft is a simple rowboat, 12 feet long, 5 feet wide. It has certainly seen better days, but still appears to be seaworthy. A red number 4 has been carefully and recently painted on its hull. The boat has 2 sets of oars, and as we zoom in on this pinpoint of activity in the open sea, who, if anyone, do we see rowing those oars?
Hell no.
Not me.
All right, I'll row, I guess. On the side. Hey, somebody.
What are we?
Grab the other.
Will you please describe for us what we see as we see Axel at the oars?
All right. Someone that seems a bit, I don't know what the opposite word of svelte is. Relative lithe, maybe. Like a fellow, like very short, like a buzz cut hair, close to bald, like dark skin, and I guess like if anybody's paying particular attention, then they can see like scars like across the knuckles as they grip the oar to row us to somewhere.
Only one oar though.
No, somebody else got to get the other one.
Yes.
It's like, hey, somebody.
Is XL rowing alone?
I will jump in. So I suppose that what you would see is a very scruffy man, seen better days, kind of patchy beard that's grown on a little bit, dark hair that's down long, about shoulder length, hasn't been cut in a very long time, lots of split ends. He's a little shallow in the face, maybe, doesn't quite know where he fits in right now, but yeah, he's just kind of wearing common clothes, kind of adventure attire, a little bit robe-like maybe, kind of coat and traveling attire, and yeah, he's very. How did you describe lithe? He's definitely, there's not much muscle on him. He's trying his best, but he's yeah, he's not.
Did
doing
we get drunk
job.
together the previous night? Like I say, is
Probably.
like all right.
Yes, probably.
Some violently hungover, but yeah.
I'm always hungover. That's the secret. He's just wrong.
Who else is in this boat? What are you doing?
Well, as you can see, everybody, good morning, good day. Today's activity is rowing. Can't you see? Does anybody else want to sign up? I'll put a sign-up sheet over here. Hello. Down here, you got to pan down here, down here a little bit. Yes, I happen to be a mouse with, brown fur and big mousy ears and mousy whiskers, and that's very, very, very helpful. I'm a little short, about 2'1", gets up to about 2'6" with these shoes that I have on because I need to be able to get everywhere. The activities have been mostly canceled on this cruise. I am sorry to report. However, we have some fantastic things we can do aboard the dinghy. The dinghy activities feature a lot of rowing, some more rowing, a little bit of fishing. Fishing is out there, and a little later on, we'll play some charades. Is everybody down for charades? Who wants to play charades?
I am absolutely not making any sign-up sheets. The boat is gone. I don't have to work anymore. That's like the rules. Right? I feel like that's the rules, so no.
The boat is gone, but the cruise still goes on.
No. I think with Daddy dead, I'm in charge, which means no.
So who is this we have in charge? Who do we see proclaiming to be the
You'll
leader?
see kind of just laid out at the back of the dinghy, like just on a bench all to herself, wearing a swimsuit with just like a robe, a sheer robe over it, and tied off a light blue-gray tiefling with white to pink ombre hair. She currently has a pink spectral mage hand brushing out her hair for her as she is just splayed in the back of this dinghy.
Efficient.
No. You are not in charge here. Trust me.
No, pretty sure Daddy owned the company and the boat, so it's now mine.
Sure, but the boat is in Montclair's waters.
Yeah, but the dinghy was on the boat, therefore I own the dinghy, therefore I am in charge.
Trust me, ain't no calm waters in Greater name. The goddess of ill seas will see to that.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I think Monsell is saying that he's gonna make a name for himself.
Oh, well, sure. Okay.
Make us something. As you see, Monswell's just doing a rain dance at the front of the ship.
What does this look like?
So Monswell, if you haven't seen him before, it's probably because he sloughed aboard the ship right before it sunk. He is a Triton, blue and pink skin with a nasty ratted hair, fresh stink of the sea, and he basically has rusted chain with a weird, like, archaic looking sigil drawn on it. You probably have never seen it before because nobody worships Mama Crea. He does, and he likes storms and seas, specifically when they're together. So you would see him hopping up on one foot, then the other, kind of just dancing around, chanting and trying to get a storm to come.
Yes, dancing. We can add dancing to the activity list. That's fine. I will sign you up right here. That's fantastic. But maybe a little of this, and I'm going to go over there and spray a little perfume in his direction. Oh yeah, much better.
Sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Joe?
I'm not going to pay you, so you don't need to work.
Listen, I need this gig. Don't ruin this for me. I gotta pay my family.
Do you think I have any money? The boat sank.
Look,
all I got is that I'm in charge.
It's just got to be on my resume. I've got little Mouseketeers at home, and I have to do this to be. Don't take my job away.
It's like
from
until
me.
you get back, right?
No, well, I mean,
like,
you could pretend that you have a job,
be money for
but
like
you're not going to
people
get paid.
that made it so that you get back safe.
Yeah, right, insurance claims, right? Is that what you're talking about? Insurance claims. You'll be.
Oh, you think Daddy had insurance on the boat? You're funny.
I mean, we don't even know if your dad is actually. He could be on a. I mean, yeah, sure, there were the other lifeboats went down. Sure, the boat is not above
Oh
water.
no, I
but-
saw Daddy die.
oh,
Unfortunate.
It was
Well-
horrifying.
Well,
I'm gonna-
I mean, yeah, it was horrifying.
I'm gonna weave a casting of ceremony into my rain dance. So over the next 10 minutes, I'm just gonna cast ceremony. I'm gonna cast coming of age on Jewel there.
Interesting. Is Jewel
Yeah.
willing
It's
subject
like
to this
the
spell?
fourth best kind.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, she just got in charge of a company, so sure, she
Yeah.
came of age, I guess.
How do you perform this ceremony?
Again, it's all part of the rain dance. Everything I do is going to be very rain dance oriented. I think he wants a storm to come, but he'll just start weaving in weird like abyssal words into his speech as he like chants and dances, trying to rock the boat as much as he possibly can.
Hey, excuse, hey, it was just like just a rowboat, so please.
You have no worries. Mamon Cray no bless no vessels. She sank 'em. If we here for a reason.
I don't feel
Okay.
safe on this ship anymore.
Sure.
I don't
Hey,
think we have a
no.
good alternative, though.
there's swimming. I can do a sign-up sheet for swimming if anybody would like to do some swimming later. Maybe water dancing, water polo.
I'm not a great swimmer. Are there alternatives?
There's there's rowing. You seem very qualified.
Quick question: where you rowing to?
It's a very good question, isn't it?
I think
The
we're just going
briny
in
deep.
circles. Oh, you might be muted.
Cannot hear Carly.
You muted, buddy.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
well, as I'm in charge, I vote we go that way.
Is
If
good
you're-
direction. Definitely that way.
If you're in charge, do you need to vote?
No, my vote's the only vote that counts.
There was hesitation.
Monswell vote that way as well.
Majority. All right.
I am going to sigh heavily as I have cartography tools, not navigation tools. So I don't have a sextant.
I purposely dumped mine in the sea.
Maybe you can make a map of
Gee.
where we are exploring, and that way we will know where we came from and how to get back to the ship.
I write a giant circle and then shade it in.
She points in the direction away from the sun so that she doesn't have to look at it.
Sure.
Valid.
Yeah.
Totally valid.
Definitely.
as you look at the sun, you see that it is getting low in the sky. It's not quite sunset yet, but it is past the noon point. So that does give you a direction to go away from the sun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does the sun set in the same direction that it does here on Earth, or is it
Sure.
something else entirely?
Sure, let's not
Okay.
do something arbitrary to be arbitrary. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, Jewel absolutely does not know cardinal directions, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was going to wonder if it sat in the same place every day.
There.
Oh, I have a question. Where were we going?
Where were you
Away
going?
From the sun.
Well, no, I mean on the ship. Or
On the
excuse me,
ship?
where was the ship going?
Yeah, the cruise has several stops. We were in between stop number 2 and stop number 3, and it's at stop number 3 that we reprovisioned. So it was fantastically opportune for us to go out here. We don't have to worry about reprovisioning now.
Okay, so if we reprovision there and it hasn't been so long that that's now a problem again, can we go backwards?
Oh no, we were going to reprovision at our next stop.
Oh, but I think I would like to, if possible, continue in that direction. I say,
It's that way.
It is that way.
yeah, sure, let's do it.
Cool.
I have a high intelligence. Can I figure out if we're actually going in that direction, or is that possible? Is that a check?
Well, I can tell you that it's really
Ooh.
easy to tell that Jewel still just picked a direction. She absolutely has no idea which direction the ship
Right.
was headed
You
in.
can confidently tell that Menswell is definitely on board with that as a direction because it seems wrong.
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah.
Good old passive insight.
Why don't you go ahead and make a survival check, actually, or you can make a general intelligence check, actually, if you're trying to navigate, or
Yes, I'm effectively trying to see if we're going in the same direction that we were going initially on the ship that was said before we were trying to restock provisions. So I want to see if we're still going in that direction.
okay, sure.
I rolled a 12 plus. You said general intelligence or
That's fine.
survival?
Yes.
Either way, it's a +3, so 15.
15. It is very hard to tell. There was a lot of chaos as the ship went down. The ship was going down as it is, later in the afternoon now. The ship went down in the afternoon. And so you're not 100% sure which way you were headed at the time or if you were headed that way now. You think you may have been headed north, but you are not 100% sure. That is a general inclination you have. That was where the ship was going, you think.
And we're pointing east is where we were pointed because the sun sets in the west. So we're pointed east, and I think it's north. So I think that we're going in the wrong direction.
Whether that's the wrong direction is up to you.
Okay. I'm going to try and be subtle and just kind of lean a little bit as I'm rowing and just be like, I think we should
You got off course. I can see the sun. No, that way.
So, like, as you start to like change the way that you row, I'm gonna look at you, then just like row slower my way.
So I'm.
Guys, I'm in charge, and I don't want to look at the sun.
Yeah,
Going
no.
that way.
See, look. Like, if you look, it's going down.
It's right in my eye line, guys.
Yeah, we're going totally away from it. It's just gonna. Yeah.
I want the sun behind me.
Behind you, yes. If we keep going in this direction, the way that it's setting, in moments it should be behind you.
If you help me with my dance, perhaps
I'm
we'll
not
have
an
storm
idiot.
clouds.
I know the sun won't be there in a few hours when it sets, and then it'll all be behind me.
That's correct.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with you. The sun is soon going to be behind us. Yeah, no, 100%.
You guys are the worst. And she she starts like tapping the crystal necklace that she has on, and this fog cloud starts appearing around the ship so that she can be obscured from the sun.
Wait,
Okay.
does it consume the whole
right.
boat?
No.
Yeah,
What
just
is that?
describe.
It really does. 100%.
Yeah.
Please describe this in
Yes.
more detail.
Guys, I can't see.
It is a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point in range. The point is me on the boat.
Mhm. The entire boat is engulfed in fog.
Oh no, we're
Yes,
lost.
the sphere is heavily obscured, and it can last for up to an hour. It will be dispelled by a strong wind or something like gust of wind.
I have so many of those.
Question, actually. Does it stick with the boat? Or does it just spawn and we just keep
Yeah,
going?
because it's
centered on
centered.
board.
Okay.
Yeah, it's centered on me, so it moves with the boat.
Okay. I just keep rowing.
Same.
It's like,
I'd like to lick my finger and stick it up and cast Druidcraft and Weather Sense. and see if this is some form of is this and this is part of the storm, Monswell? Did you? This is fantastic. If you did, that's a mighty effective dance.
These folk are too light for my work. Need be stronger. And I'll go ahead and use one of my castings of fog cloud to add to it.
Somehow the fog that has enveloped your boat becomes more dense. It's starting to like beat up on your clothes, and you're getting like damp from just this heavy fog.
All right, everyone, new sign-up sheet. I'm sure you can't see it here, but we are going to play Marco Polo. Anybody who wants to sign up for Marco Polo, now is the time.
I'm raising my hand. You can't see it.
I believe you, Marco.
Polo.
Jewel casts prestidigitation on her robe so that it's always warm.
Oh, that is probably my favorite use of that now. Yeah, okay.
It's called the fresh from the dryer spell.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Damn, that's really good.
Yeah. It'll last for an hour, so she'll re-up it every hour.
Indeed. I am going to faithfully recall my mentor talking about how it is not a good idea to just learn map making for on land. It is also good to do for sea, because we were like hundreds of miles landlocked. I can remember me thinking that there was no reason that I would ever need to be able to do this on the ocean.
Mhm.
Regretfully.
Totally reasonable.
So we can have a nice little chat. Is this going to be a storytelling time? Did you want to tell us a story about landlocked map making and everything? Was that the story time? We
All
can do
right,
story
sure.
time.
I'm like, all right, so once upon a time, since we're, lost now, once upon a time, there was like in my, I guess, hometown, like home village, like a group of bandits, and my mentor, the Thief of Bones, was able to figure out a way to deal with them, with, like a small amount of help from me, making maps of where all of their stuff lived. And man, I really wish that I could make a map of where things are now.
As the halfway through this story, there seems to be just like a classic pop song starts playing from the back of the boat as she uses thaumaturgy to play music.
Hell yeah. Like, I look back, I'm just like,
She can't see you. It's heavily obscured. So.
fair.
Begrudgingly, I think that Hiram is going to attempt to stealthily cast a little bit of light. Is there anything in the boat that is like detritus, any sort of debris, anything that's splashed up in, anything like that?
Why don't you make an investigation check, particularly because you're still in this fog, to kind of like search around the boat a little. You're kind of gonna have to feel around.
Would it
see
be
what's
at
in the
disadvantage because it's heavily obscured?
boat. No, I will modify the results accordingly.
Okay. 10 plus. I'm not proficient in it, so 13.
13. Okay. There doesn't seem to be a lot of sort of stuff that has washed up in the boat. Although you do, as you're kind of groping around, notice a seam on one of the benches, like it might open.
What was what was it that might open? Sorry.
It's like a seam along the edge of one of the benches at the ends of the rowboat. It seems like it may actually open up.
Oh, yeah. He's going to...
Is this the one that I'm on?
Well, I mean, it depends. Did you were you checking where Jewel was sitting?
I don't.
I'll
think
say
I
both
was-
benches. There's benches at either end, and they both do open. So it could be whichever you choose to have been
Oh, so
looking
they're
at.
at the ends of it. So I'd have to get up and
Yes.
go. 50-50. You want me to like flip a coin, or
Up to you.
I'll go to the. You're at the back, so yeah, sure. I'll go to the back.
Okay.
I'll check. I'm kind of feeling around, just hands patting all over, and it's like there must be more. of this
You should
boat.
be
Did you have
careful. You might touch something that I don't want you to.
Oh.
Oh, that's very cryptic, and I don't know what that means. Like what?
Yeah, be careful. We're doing circles now.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you abandon your
I
war?
did.
I'm gonna go over there and try and grab and.
Oh, thanks.
To be fair, we were rowing in a heavily obscured fog, so we don't know if we were going forward anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're still going in circles. Don't worry. It's about like one of my rows to every 10 of Axel's.
Mhm.
So
Mostly Sunshine's just kind of hanging from the end of the oar and like slowly pulling it down.
Trying to do one pull up and get like quarter of the way there.
it's kind of like a teeter-totter.
Uh,
So yeah, I feel around, but I stop at that and I say, "Is there something I should know about? You're not naked."
What
are
do you? No.
Okay.
Get your
just
mind
making
out
sure.
of the gutter.
I'm just checking to see if there's any sort of things on this boat that we might be able to use for our advantage.
Well, I mean, I have my hairbrush, my necklace, this super awesome robe. Oh, she spritz you with some perfume. You don't smell so great.
Thank you. Thank you. If I may, pardon my reach, and I'm going to go for the compartment that you said was there, right? I'm gonna feel and just be like, there seems to be a storage of some sort here. May I?
Do you want me to stand up?
Please?
Okay, well, you owed me a favor, like in perpetuity, but sure.
It's fair. You did spritz me in the face with perfume and move. Yes, I do owe you a favor for these things. I will pay them back as soon as possible. Pardon me.
Yeah, I get to choose how you pay me back. That's how favors work.
That is fair. And I will attempt to open this bin.
Sure. Yeah, it opens up. There are a few items in here. There is a coil of rope. There's a small utility knife. There's a mirror about just a few inches square.
Oh, that's mine. Thanks.
There's a bag that looks to have about 5 days of rations for one person. And there is a compass.
Oh, perfect. I will pick up the compass immediately. And I will pick up the rations as well and make sure that they get actually passed out. Because I have a feeling.
You do have to,
might
with
not
each
happen.
item, hold it very close to your face to see what it is through the fog.
Yes. Gonna look and just. Oh, that'll actually come in handy. That's great. Sunshine, I believe this may help. And I will look to the. I will look to the rations and say, well, we've got some food at least. We can pass this out, but we must probably provision this amongst all of us. I will leave that to whoever. Actually, Sunshine as well. You seem like you might be responsible.
I mean, I am in charge, and I make that responsibility Sunshine since she's still working. They're still working.
True. That's true. Jewel, by all means, don't you believe that perhaps maybe Sunshine, who is on the job, should be responsible for this?
That's just exactly what I just said.
Yes. And I go over and I will hand it over. And I will take that over the rowing.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you.
Just put mine in my pocket.
Y'all so worry about surviving, but you don't see this a gift. Greya, she don't want it easy. She wants you battered and bruised. That's when she lifts you up.
That sounds like some situations
The
that I
pop
am
music,
rowing away from.
it's louder. It just gets
Oh.
louder.
That
just
sounds
gonna-
like you need a consent form to be signed. Should I draw up a consent form, Munswell?
I'm just gonna whisper under my breath, or sink you, depending on her mood.
I hope she's feeling
Good times.
particularly kind today.
Have you,
While
done
it's
a lot of these dances, Munswell? Is this a thing you do all the time? I think you're out there somewhere. There's a lot of fog here. I can smell you, though.
I mean, you could feel me dancing still. Boats are still a rocking. Many a time, many a ship needs sinking.
This is not a ship, though. This is like a dinghy. Is that the same thing?
I am but a messenger of Greya. I do as she wish.
Hey, if we run across another ship, we can sink that one. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't
I check in with Druidcraft again to see if there's any water.
It's
Anything?
very sunny.
While it's still like fogged up and obscured and everything, I'm just gonna secretly cast Goodberry and hide a bunch of sea grapes in my pocket. You just hear a splash as I push my hand in the water and pull out just a bunch of sea grapes.
Oh, I thought you were getting rid of like seeds and stuff, and I was gonna be like, "Hey, what?" But all right, this is good. This is fine.
I'll go ahead and eat one of those, and I'm good.
Yeah, I'll just also
Actually-
make mention. Oh, you
Oh.
go ahead.
I was gonna say before the fog, spontaneously descended upon us, were we able to see any land anywhere?
Nope. None whatsoever.
Shit.
Open
All right.
So I found the compass.
Hiram, did you find any water with the
I found no fresh water. I only found his rations, but I did find that compass. And if anybody's particularly good with the compass, it may help.
Does anybody want to sign up for compass classes? We can have
Uh,
compass classes next. I'll
I-
make a sign-up sheet.
All right. So I can use a compass, but they're not as helpful on the water as like a sextant, because currents and stuff.
You
But
don't need no
I
compass.
can give it a shot.
Greya know where we go.
Might I roll?
If I give you the
I
compass,
guess
does that mean I
navigation
have to
might be-
row again? Because I don't know if I could do any more rowing. I did
But no, you can just hold it. You just hold it right there. Just
Okay.
just. All right.
I'll stop rowing as well.
All right. So that is 18 on a straight up D20.
What are
I
you
would-
rolling for?
I would like to be rolling for navigation, which, if I recall correctly, is intelligence, which is not my bag, but
What are you
you know.
trying to accomplish specifically?
I would like to match up with the previously stated direction of the ship that we were on.
Okay. So, are you waiting for the fog to disperse?
No, I was just gonna look at the compass that
I
is
see.
hopefully being held close to my face and hope that
Wonderful.
the
Yep.
direction matches.
Okay. Yes. You using the compass can determine which direction is which, because that's what a compass does. So you are able to determine. What direction do you want to be going?
The same direction that the ship was going.
So the ship was last seen, you believe, going north.
Right.
So you are able to determine which direction is north and start to maneuver the boat that way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna row a little bit harder,
Yes.
if necessary, or a little bit less hard. Just kind of. Just yeah, Jewel. I think you were totally right. I think we're just gonna continue on this way.
At this point, you notice that the pop music has faded, and there is just like the slightest sound of breathing coming from the back. She's
What?
fallen asleep.
What is happening?
She just fell asleep in the back.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't re-up
light
the
snore.
pop song, so she
Mhm.
just asleep in the back of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
How close to the back, like the edge of the boat, is Jewel?
Oh,
Just
she's in the
asking.
back. So the seat that is the compartment that's at the back of the dinghy, that's what she's been like laid out on.
All right.
So as you hear that soft snoring start, the fog very slowly starts to disperse.
Some of it.
Her fog.
My fog.
Maybe 50%.
Oh, do we need
It begins to lighten.
Do we need rowing music? And I'm going to get out my dulcimer and cast minor illusion to give a little bit of a beat and play a little upbeat little ditty, maybe like a sea shanty, so we can
Excellent use of that out of character. That's super dope.
we can it's something to help us row and be in unison and get where we're going.
Mhm.
Not saying we should make any sudden turns on this boat or anything. Sleeping Beauty,
Yeah.
Well,
follow
Montswell
that.
is just so nicely rocking the boat that it was just like I was in a hammock. So
Oh, nice.
obviously, I fell asleep.
Makes sense to Montswell.
So as you're rowing along, sleeping, listening to music, the last of the fog will eventually start to dissipate. You will see the sun a bit lower, starting to get close to the horizon now. The sky turning a shade of red as it gets to be evening. And still, so far, no land in sight.
Well, I don't have dark vision, so I don't think much is in sight for me.
same.
I think I feel.
I mean, I can see just fine.
Oh,
I think
she's right now.
I think this is a familiar feeling for me. I feel cooked. Does anybody else feel cooked? Are we cooked?
Well,
do
Montswell is
you
made of
mean?
haggard leather, so kinda. Always.
All right, fair. I feel like that was a reasonable response. All right.
I'm not sure we have all the supplies for it, but we could try cooking as an activity. That is an awfully fun activity. People usually do enjoy taking cooking lessons aboard the. But the chef didn't make it, and I don't feel like I could properly work with the same way. So maybe we'll just put that as an alternate activity. Maybe
All
let's do
right.
this.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not cooking.
Well, fortunately, we do have these rations. I don't know what's in them.
I mean
Yeah.
that'll do. Rather
Maybe
than
hot
us, I
pack.
suppose. Haha.
Maybe, I mean, we need to stretch these out, though. I mean, we have like 1 day's worth of rations here.
It's true.
You know,
It's-
I'm really good at not eating a lot.
Good morning, Jewel. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you have rested and recovered. You look fabulous. I'm sure that inheritance is
always
going to come in
do.
any day now, and you probably won't owe too much if your dad didn't have insurance against all of the claims. I'm sorry that you're going to be destitute. That's really a
claims?
shame.
Insurance.
Oh, my claim.
What claims?
Axel's claim. Marcel probably won't claim anything. I don't know about Hiram. He doesn't look like the claiming sort, but there
Well,
will be
Hiram owes me a
loved ones.
Hiram, he owes me a favor.
Oh,
I do. This is true.
Hiram's cooked. All right, I see it.
Yes. I'm used to
And
it
you
right
know-
now.
By the end of this, you'll probably all owe me favors, so I'm not really worried about claims.
We'll see how it goes.
it's fine. I don't know where your income is going to come from if your ship is sunk.
Did you not hear the words company?
I heard them. But you were saying that
There's
I
more
was
than
out of a
one
job
boat.
and it was all over and I didn't need to worry about anything anymore, which would mean I wasn't going to
Because
get a
the
job.
boat you were working on was sunk, and just because you were on one boat doesn't mean you're going to get on another.
Oh, it sounds like a when I get back home, you'll be duly compensated kind of situation. Right. Once or
I like what
twice.
he heard. I heard the same thing.
I mean, you can hear whatever you want to hear.
Yeah, you see these ears? I can hear everything.
No, you can't.
What use
I
is
heard
it
that.
thinking about what you lost? Trinkets and gadgets. There's no need for them
Who
here.
are you? Did you even have a ticket?
Can you breathe underwater? I think you can breathe underwater.
I can, yes. And no, no ticket. Any boat I
well,
wish
then
to
he
be.
definitely doesn't have a claim. So we're down to 2.
Best place for that is bottom of the sea. No need for claim.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Crea, she strip you down to what matter. Breath in your lung, beat in your chest. Everything else just anchor.
I have two
The
lungs.
pop song comes back.
Speaking of anchors, do we even have one?
We
It's
can.
a dinghy.
We got a rope. I feel like we can make an anchor.
We could probably.
Well,
Well, what would we put at the
I
other
mean,
end?
you think that this ocean is only 50 feet deep?
Where we at? Fucking.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we can't even see land. You think the ocean is 50 feet deep? You're funny.
I reckon we can find out. Just, no, I have.
Are you volunteering? Are you a good swimmer?
I am volunteering my short sword here. Maybe we can like bend it and tie
You
a
could
rope
just
around
tie
it.
a knot, and then you don't ruin your weapon.
You really think the deep is that short of a distance? You think
That's
your
literally
sword
what
will
I
reach
just
it?
said, Mister. I didn't have a ticket.
No. I was just thinking we might be able to catch on. I don't know, something. I heard some stories back home that the ocean was full of like sea monsters and ancient civilizations, and I don't know.
Oh yes.
They just got like the people in my hometown just got this for me to see the world. So I'm gonna have words for them when I get back. If
Well, I mean,
if
the
I get
ocean
back.
is part of the world.
Yes, and it looks
Right.
way fucking deeper than whatever they said. It's not full of. It's just blue. It's just all the way down. I don't know that I like this anymore.
Axel, did you have a ticket?
Yes.
the ticket?
No, it was paid for by a whole group of people because I did a thing one time.
Great. You can participate in activities. Hiram, did you have a ticket?
Well, I did have one, but it wasn't one of the few items that I managed to hold on to.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't even have proof that you got a ticket. Great.
That is a good
We're down
point,
to one.
Hiram. Does anyone have a ticket? Jewel, you have ticket on you?
Oh, I was working. And it's
Yes.
now my company. So.
No
Likely
ticket,
story.
no activity. Sunshine say so.
I rock with it, Monswell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think he's telling you he doesn't want you to row anymore.
I mean, we can switch. I'm down.
Well,
Axel,
okay with this.
Axel has a ticket. Axel could row, participate in rowing. Hiram said they had a ticket.
Does he have a
believe
ticket?
that they had a ticket. It's very
I
trustworthy.
don't see a ticket.
Most well no see ticket.
This is Gaines. This is Gaines right here.
Minor illusion, a ticket
Getting
right
swole.
behind Hiram's ear. Right there.
Oh.
Yes.
Ugh.
Well, are we still going? I will nudge, but not say it the direction. Are we still going the right direction?
I will look at the compass. Are we continuing in the direction that we think the ship is going?
You have been continuing, and since you corrected in the fog using the compass, you've continued in that same direction. Yes.
Perfect.
Weak little
Um,
bubble.
One thing I think, because it's one of the few items that I did actually manage to get when the ship was going down, I'm going to pull out my book and kind of wring it out a little bit and check and make sure that it's not like water damaged or anything like that.
If it is,
If it
help
is,
for favor.
no need for words at the bottom of the sea.
I would say since you highly prioritized that item in escaping the ship, you managed to keep it reasonably dry.
All right. He checks and makes sure. He, as an evoker in the past, this is a special item to him, but he doesn't ever really use it anymore for reasons. But yeah, he checks to make sure the book's okay, and then he'll kind of place it away and say, I couldn't help but notice. Well, Monswell, you came on the ship moments before it went down.
Yes, it was foretold.
Foretold. Who by? Was this Krell?
Kreia.
Kreia, that's what it is. Yes.
Which is different from
I
crayon.
solved the sunshine problem.
As the
Any
sun
claims
sinks
will now be
lower on the
reverted
horizon.
to Monswell. Any claims will now be reverted to Monswell. He will have to pay your claims.
Monswell's gonna pull out one of the few things that he has on him. He doesn't seem to bring anything with him other than his little rack shambled nonsense, but he does have a single vial of water, and he's just gonna down it all. It is holy water that he had on his person for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fill it with seawater.
Does anybody do sorry, you all, like, some of you seem to be very like highfalutin types. Does anybody know magic at all?
Well, I mean, there
Well,
was that
yeah.
minor illusion, and there was the prestidigitation, and the druid. Yes.
I don't. Are those the names of them? I don't
Those are
know.
the names of the magics.
All right. Well, if you have any, and I'm gonna scoop some water in do I have anything to scoop water in? Actually, hold
Great
on.
You have
question.
hands. Scoop water in your hand.
I don't think I do. Actually, no, because my bag is gone. Never mind. I guess I was gonna see if somebody had some fire that they could use to heat up some water and then make it cool again, so we can drink it.
Well, I could do
Monswell
that.
there drank some apparently water there.
Well,
I can boil water.
I'm going to scoop some water, and I will prestidigitate it so it's warm. Is that what you want?
Is it still salty?
Yes. Well,
I'm
I
gonna
could
spit it out.
prestidigitate it so it doesn't taste salty.
So it doesn't taste salty.
It doesn't taste salty. No. It's warm, and it does not taste salty. It tastes like perfectly good water.
That is an
that's
amazing
dangerous.
way to die at sea.
Yeah.
Monswell carried the
I think I'm
magic that
okay.
Mamon
I think
Kreia
I'm
gave.
good. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Axel, if you need magic to help you, Monswell can help you. Have magics that Mamon Kreia give.
Okay.
I can make water drinkable.
Okay. Please do.
Yes, that'd be helpful.
Why?
What? It's so that you can so we could drink it. 'Cause that looked really refreshing.
It was.
Yeah,
Kreia
I
blessed it
bet.
herself.
Yeah.
As you have this sort of unusual standoff about the usefulness of fresh water. Hiram, now that the fog has cleared, you look around the boat and you notice there's also another bench at the other end here, and it might also open. And as that sort of occurs to you, we are gonna take a break.
Oh.
Break. You survived to the first break.
Yay.
Yay!
Hooray. How long?
Enormous purple worm-like creature just
And they come across a goblin that is charging them.
When she sees it start to lift up off the air.
Good keyboard clacks.
Yeah.
I think we're back.
Yes, we're live.
All right. We are back. We are raising funds, as we are always raising funds for charity here. Currently for North Carolina Counts Coalition, a nonpartisan nonprofit organization working to support communities throughout North Carolina. In particular, right now, they are focusing their efforts on relief in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. 100% of the donations you give to them right now will go to those efforts. So please help us, help them, donate what you can.
Well, we are trying to survive.
Yes.
Help them out a little bit.
Are we?
Some of us.
Some of us
Perhaps.
are.
So yes, let us return to our little lifeboat adrift at sea as the sun is sinking behind the horizon.
Mhm.
All right, nighttime activities. Who's got a good nighttime activity that they want to do?
I mean, it's
Sleep.
like all of us or none of us
Um,
here. I'm not sure. Oh, no. Okay, all right.
Sleeping sounds fine for me. I've been rowing for so long. My arms hurt. Please.
Get swole. You got this.
I can't be swole. Have you seen me? I haven't done a
Come
workout.
on, you got it.
I haven't done a workout in literally ever.
Well, you're doing one now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I didn't realize I'd be rowed to death.
But you're doing great. Matter of fact, you get the activity participant of the day badge. I don't have any on me, but I do have this spritz of perfume. So here you go.
Ah! Was it?
Mine smells better.
I can't see.
It's all right. It's just right there. Yeah. That's speed. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so shall we? So you want to say stop rowing and then sleep for the night, and everybody just goes to sleep?
No.
I mean, sure.
Exhaustion's a
That
way to
sounds
go.
like a
Sure.
great plan.
It's almost like watches, just
Yeah.
rowing.
I'll take first.
Months
All
well
right,
sleep
cool.
now.
Hop on the oar.
She just
Once
makes a
Well's
mage
out.
hand and has it move over to the
Oh,
oar.
come on.
No.
Fine. I nod at the mage hand.
Yeah. Montswell will just pass out on the front of the ship. Just like legs hanging over, arms out the boat. Hand in the water for sure. Helps him sleep.
So, Hiram, did you want to Oh, I think Monswell just lay down on the bench. We thought there was more stuff that was in the bench. Maybe when he wakes up, it'll be fine. I'm sure there's nothing important in there.
We'll get
No dead
You
bodies
can
or
just move
anything.
him. You can just move him.
Hey,
As
Monswell,
well.
look, there's a storm. It's in the back. Go look at the back. There's a storm.
I think he's sound asleep, unfortunately. I think
I
I'm
can
going
wake
to
him
do the
up.
same. Oh, my
Do you want me to wake him up? I can wake him up. How about I wake him up before? Well, it'll just wake both of you up now. And
Hey,
she
hey,
casts
Sunshine.
thaumaturgy. She casts thaumaturgy and says, "Hey, wake up!"
Ow!
Ah! Now I can't see and I can't hear.
I'll go over to Hiram and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation. Okay. I'm going to hold the oar and be lifted up in the air and reach out with the toe and cast Prestidigitation on Hiram to warm his robe like getting a massage to those aching muscles. 'Cause he was
Awesome.
working. He was rowing so hard.
Yeah.
He's
This is,
trying.
this is
All right,
nice.
and I'm gonna bodily move Monswell. Wait, I don't know that there's that there seems to be a potential hidden compartment in the front, so I'm not actually gonna. I'm just gonna continue to row.
Fair.
Do you
I mean-
move me out of the way before you grab the oar?
Well, I guess shit, since we're here, like, yeah, I will bodily move Monswell, and then like
Yeah,
point
he'll
it at
just
this one,
kind of
yeah,
the
and I'm gonna like
why touchy?
Why?
try and like open this thing.
Oh, you could just ask.
I
Why you yelling? Trying to
yeah
sleep
yeah
now.
yeah. Hey, can you grab that ore from Sunshine? Look at him. Look at him.
You sure you want me rowing?
No.
I can.
I mean, all right, then yes.
Okay. I guide you where we really go.
Never
I
mind.
just start
never
cranking
mind,
the other
never mind.
direction.
Never mind. Never mind. Look, if you just hold it right there for a moment, and I'm gonna like, does it
Open the thing.
Yeah.
It opens. It's easily
Oh.
opened.
Oh, okay.
Inside, you see 2 wooden boxes. Each is maybe about a foot long, half as wide. 2 boxes set inside.
I will open the first of the 2 boxes.
It has sort of first aid supplies, bandages, and things like that. This is a healer's kit.
Power rowing.
All right. In the second, because I just looked behind me and saw Monswell rowing in the wrong direction, so I'm gonna try and do this one quickly.
In the second, you are very excited to see a set of navigator's tools.
All right.
and a few folded pieces of paper tucked underneath those tools.
Oh, are those maps?
You pull them out. There is indeed a map and a star chart.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I will attempt to read said maps, ideally with insight, to basically insight is normally used for motivations, so the motivation of the boat, like the direction, like where we're going right now.
Where do you feel it's going?
Interesting. Interesting interpretation of insight.
The boat doesn't want to go to the bottom of the ocean. So
What's the boat's general vibe is what you're looking for.
Right?
Okay. What are you trying to find out? Let's just say that.
I would like to go towards like land. I would like to be on the ground again.
Mhm.
If that means moving towards the land that we were supposed to be going on the larger ship, then that would be ideal. If there are any tricks or cool things that I know about maps, or if there's like any places on the map that I look at that go to a land that's closer, then that would be dope. But yeah, that's the general.
Why don't you make me a survival check?
All right.
And you can add a tool proficiency to that. I will say that your cartography applies in this situation.
All right. So I apologize. I was looking at my dice roll. Which skill? One more time. I'm sorry.
Survival.
Survival. Okay. So I got a 15 on the die plus 3, 18.
Yeah, great. So you are able to, between the compass that you found, as the sun is now setting, you're starting to see some stars, and that's helpful. And now you have a map. You're able to get some sense of where you think you probably are. And indeed, to the north, where you have been trying to go, is the closest land. There is a small island on the map in that direction. You do also note that if you headed west, that is the direction of the mainland, but that is much further away. The closest land is a small island to the north.
All right, cool. I'm going to immediately regain the ore from Monswell.
I mean, as soon as Monswell started rowing,
yeah, he just went the wrong. I was like, no,
stop.
it's like this.
Well, the mage hand stopped, so we were just going in really fast circles.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, if the other one would have stopped, I would have grabbed both and started rowing.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you taking that. No, You're like, yeah.
Is this contested?
It is, yeah.
Like,
For
I'm
sure.
down. Yeah, let's do it. What's
Oh,
Why don't you tell me what's happening? How you trying to stop? How you trying to resist? What's going on?
I'm just rowing.
Gonna help.
All right, yeah.
from
I'm just
Jewel,
gonna like
because Jewel is
passive
just
aggressively sit in the seat next and
Passive aggressive.
It's not that passive.
Actively aggressively.
Actually.
Jewel
What
is
is Jewel
gonna
doing?
use her mage hand and is basically just like sticking her mage hand in Monsool's face, like
Mm-hmm.
as he's
Just-
trying to take the.
oh, Monsool, there's a storm. It's right over there. Check it out.
Trust
I
me,
make
if
thunder
there was
noises.
storm,
I make
I
thunder
would
noises.
know. No storm approach if I not know of it.
Fair. Either that, oh, I can counter row. Also, I can just grab the other oar and then
Spinning
There are 2
wildly.
sets. There are 2 sets of oars.
yeah. We continue on, I suppose.
Are you still contesting, Monsool? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
I'm
So you're
rolling.
not going anywhere. You're holding in place at the moment.
I rolled a 5. Never mind.
I rolled a 6.
No. Wait, what's your bonus?
Plus 3.
So what?
Plus 3.
Strength?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind.
Your boy is tough, man.
Maybe like a plus. What is it? +2 question mark?
Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, Monsool's actually kind of a fucking big guy.
Oh, I have a +3. Oh no, you still roll one higher than me. Never mind.
No.
So the boat is not moving as the oars are being rowed in opposite directions. What is everyone else up to?
Well, Hiram was attempting to sleep, but it seems like that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think he kind of opens his eyes. What is all the wreckage? Jewel, what is happening?
Sunshine, can you like mitigate this, please?
Yes, please.
Sunshine.
I'm sorry. What are we doing? What's the activity? What do we need to do?
The
Sleep.
argument mediation. Maybe you should work on it.
I'm like, this is
Like
the
an
place.
activity.
This is the place that's closest that we can go. I'm gonna point on the map.
That
Trust
map
me,
is out
because
of
look,
date.
I have a whole. I hold up the cartographer's kit. Like, see, I do maps. Where
Sure.
we can go.
That map is out of date.
Well, yeah.
The closest ocean is right around us. The closest land is right beneath.
Oh.
What?
Trying to row down?
I go where Kreia wish.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to go to the closest land, it's down there. Okay. But I can't breathe underwater like you, as the ocean has graced you with their blood. Like, I'm gonna look around. Like,
As soon as he says that, Monsool's gonna stop rowing and just look him dead in the eye. Would you like to?
what?
The gifts of the sea.
Nah, nope.
Freely.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't. Nah, I like the ground under my stuff. Should never come out here.
Made a terrible mistake.
Yes.
It's all right.
Sunshine,
It's
are you gonna mitigate this argument, or do I need to step in as the boss?
I'm getting mixed messages from you. I thought I was fired
You
from
said
the
you were still
activity.
working, so
And I was trying to work, but now you're like, do someone else's job? Shouldn't that be the boss's job? The mitigation activity?
Seems right to
No.
Monswell.
I'll sign you up for the mitigation activity, Jewel. You got this.
Captain never did that. Daddy never did that.
Mhm.
And where did that get Daddy?
With Kreia.
Oh shit!
Dead. So you want me to solve the Monswell problem?
Is there a
What-
problem? What's the
what's the
problem?
problem?
I don't
Talking
understand.
about like
Let's go look at Joel. What's the problem with Monswell?
Well, I mean, you're not going in the right direction.
What would you know?
I know how to listen.
Oh, I just chuckle.
burn.
But
Wow.
Monswell, you were going in circles.
No,
Was the right direction circular?
I had both oars. We were going in a direction. It was not
He took
circular
the
motion.
oar from the mage hand when it stopped rowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. One row means.
Yeah, 2 oars go forward.
Oh.
Wait, if we're just going forward, then we still going forward? Like we still going in the same direction we were?
No,
No, we're going in a different direction.
Forward in a different direction.
we are going forward.
It's worth a shot.
We're going forward. I stopped rowing, so you know.
There's probably like a really good like I don't know. There's good beaches. You like beaches, right? There's storms on beaches. We can go to a beach. It's over there, and I like point in the direction.
So,
I said, why you care so much about land? The sea give all we need. Everything is true in the waves.
All right. I feel like as somebody that can breathe underwater, it's a little different.
Would you like to?
No,
Why not?
because
It's great.
I think I'm just gonna drown. We can do that on a beach where I can stand up if it doesn't work.
you can drown on a beach?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. May I attempt to, since I'm currently the only, like I'm kind of out of the argument, the debate or whatever that's happening, subtly try and cast shape water in the, like reaching my hand down to create, because you can change the flow of the water in a 5 foot cubic space. So I want to, like at the head or the rear of the ship, base of this small boat, try and start ushering us in the direction towards, I guess, north towards the island, using the shape water.
Yes, you can do that. It is a subtle influence, as you are on a 12-foot long boat. But yeah, if you know, with no other resistance, it will very gently coax you in the direction you want.
Okay, because nobody's rowing at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You will slowly kind of drift in the direction that you want to a little bit.
Okay, he's pretending to be asleep, and he's just hand in the water.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
So all right. So
Yes,
I thought this was like the sleeping activity time. Can we? Is it campfire stories? What do we want to do? I mean, I think we're done with the rowing for the day. We can row again tomorrow.
I tried to sleep. Jewel yelling.
You were in the way.
Oh yeah, no, we're done. We're done with that. You can go back to your spot.
Found new
We just
spot.
needed to look in the. See.
You asked Monswell Raw. Monswell Raw.
Yeah, just while I was looking in the Monswell seat.
Why not explain that?
Because you were sleeping. But now that you're awake, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
A victory.
High five, Axel. Low five, Axel. Jump up and try and 5, Axel.
See, why didn't you do that, Sunshine?
Well, it wasn't an activity. Activities director. It said right here on the name badge.
Yeah, but all employees, you told me, all employees get conflict resolution training.
We
As
get
long-
the training. It just doesn't always get. It doesn't take. I slept through the class. I was tired.
Oh, so you didn't properly perform the requirements of your job. Got it.
I'm just gonna splash water at Jewel and Sunshine and say, "We sleep now."
Nice.
The sun
Like,
has
yeah,
now fully dropped below the horizon. It is getting
Man.
dark.
I
And
will take
colder.
the first
Still
watch.
sitting there, like hand draped in the water. I'm gonna go over and check on Hiram and make sure he's not dead.
Oh, yeah. Now he'll kind of stir. Oh, yes, my friend, I'm all right. I'm just staying out of the debate, I suppose, over whether or not we want to go back the way we came or forward. I figured it wasn't worth.
No, I'm not sure there's any real thing there. I think it's just people have a lot of energy because they didn't participate. Some people, I'm gonna nod toward Jewel, didn't participate in the activities today, and they just have a lot of extra energy to get rid of. You were like activity superstar, maybe co-superstar, Axel, but Axel looks more used to it, right? That seems like he seems like a daily rower.
You feel a sudden chill, Sunshine.
It's a bit tepid out here, but maybe we should be going to sleep, and I'm going to summon a friend, my little celestial sphinx friend who comes in from time to time, and I'm going to say, oh yes, so this is cloudy day, and
Okay.
Great name.
Magic people summoning stuff.
I like, it's usually like a snuggle buddy for when I'm trying to sleep and help. But I think Hiram, maybe you could use the companionship. So here, would you like to snuggle
It's
with Cloudy Day?
very
People have never had a bag of leaves before.
Very kind of you. Why are you being so kind to me and handing me your... What is this?
Just
Cloudy
please
day.
describe Cloudy Day.
I mean, well, you all know a sphinx, but this is like a starry type sphinx, like a celestial, if you would.
Okay.
All sorts of pinks and purples, and it's a little wings, but sort of looks like a sphinx cat almost with the head. Not a lot of hair. Doesn't look particularly cuddly. However, cats of all shapes, like and sizes, are particularly useful for cuddling when it comes down to it at the end of the day.
It's true. It's true. He will take the Sphinx cat and just say, hello, my not-so-furry friend. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Kind of looking between you and the cat. Pleasure to make your acquaintance for cuddles. And with his noodle arms that are completely tired out and everything, he's just... If I'm to watch your cat for you, where will you be sleeping or cuddling?
I mean, the cat will be watching you, which will probably be a relief for me, a mouse, to not be cuddling with a cat for once. It's
Was this a choice of your own, or...
I mean, we all have choices and things that we have to live with. I'm not saying
Yes.
I never asked for a pet, but the kids wanted a pet, and then they couldn't take
Oh.
care of the pet. And here I am out on
With
the
a cat.
ocean trying to make some money and trying to support my family no matter and then the ship, and now no longer on a ship. It's difficult.
Have you ever tried adventuring?
I've tried staying alive. That's about as far as we get. Would you believe that I was on a train wreck once? I was working as a ticket taker on this train that there's hasty and people were just
Yes.
getting thrown off this train left and right. It was like horrible, and then the entire train just like crashed and demolished and went everywhere. But I
How are
walked
you
away.
I'm gonna nod
Okay.
at Hiram, like also in disbelief, like
Yeah.
what?
I mean, to be fair, I've had my own close scrapes with, the unimaginable. Just not on a train before. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Are you
That
sure
was
that
not very impressive. It was very
no,
scary. I
terrifying
didn't,
even?
yes,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
mouth to Hiram, is he a ghost? Like,
I'm
And
gonna
now-
reach out and I'm just going to like poke you, just to make sure that you're physical. Okay. Just
It tickles.
he's real. He's real. Yes. So, you have a family back home, you said.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
3 little musketeers.
3 little mouse. That's adorable. I've never had the opportunity to have family myself. Always been on the road for a bit, but I'm curious.
To be honest, it only takes one night.
Fair. Very fair. Also, never. No, not going to go there. Never mind. But, supposing we do get to this landmasses, do you have any way of contacting any of your family to possibly help us out of this situation?
I could write a letter and have it sailed across the ocean, but the ship would probably sink.
It's no.
They probably think you would think that they would think that I was dead when they hear news that the ship, but
Yes.
they've been through this before. They'll probably be like, nope, he's gonna come back. Just our luck.
all right,
If
I'm
I'm-
sticking with you, Sunshine.
You finally
Are you
notice
still rowing?
that Jewel has been quiet for a while.
I thought
Since
he was
you
dead.
guys just decided to keep talking, Jewel went to sleep, so Axel has just been rowing one side of the boat.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Axel is moments from just arms fully giving out. Like it's just been quite a bit for Axel.
Mhm. You can sleep as well. You don't have to row through the evening.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but if somebody's not rowing, we're gonna get off course.
Good.
Just like
In his sleep.
Yeah, just
Since everyone's still talking, like he's not sleeping right now. I'm actually gonna use this time of quiet while they're just doing their thing to cast ceremony again, and I'm gonna bless the salt water that I poured in my bottle, so I have another
nice.
fresh thing of it later.
yeah.
Most well can go for days.
Yeah.
So can
Hiram.
Sunshine.
Hiram will just cuddle up with the cat and just say, "Unfortunately, this would not be the first time my entire party has gone down. Maybe this time it will be different."
sounds like your last party was freaks.
Well, my last 3 parties were unfortunately not able to make it.
Oh,
Okay,
you
yeah.
mean the other?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we know.
that's my bad.
No.
That's
I'm not the promiscuous type. Have you seen me? I'm not what you would call classically handsome. Not handsome in any regard.
I'd run back over and spritz some more perfume.
Hiram has been spritzed with perfume at least 3 times so far.
Yeah. He's trying to fall asleep, but he's coughing and hacking.
does anyone get enough
Body
sleep to
tail,
take
lick it up.
over the rowing?
That's a question, because Jewel did sleep earlier and is now sleeping again. Not that she would take over, but
Who is sleeping and who is not? And if not, what are you doing? Jewel is
sleeping.
sleeping.
I'm
I
going
am
to look
rowing
around.
for at least like a significant portion of the like for the equivalent of what would be staying up for watch. I would like to be rowing.
Mhm.
I'm going to take that 2 hours and look around and see if there's anything that might make, I don't know, like a sail or, a mast or anything that we could do to make this into a non-row powered vessel.
So you're looking around where? What are you looking for?
I'm looking around the vessel to see if there's like spare wood or wood we could repurpose into some form of mast, and if there's any cloth other than our clothing, and how much of our clothing. No, not looking at you, Jewel. Might be usable to fashion a sail.
Why don't you make an investigation check for me?
15.
You do not find extra wood in the boat. That's not something that they generally thought to supply this lifeboat with. You do not find any sort of scraps of cloth. You do notice, because you're just thinking, you have this on your mind as you're rummaging through all the various items that came out of the storage, parts of the boat and that sort of thing, that one of the boxes that had like navigator's tools actually has a carved picture on the inside of it of a sailing ship. It just stands out to you because you're looking for sails.
A little unusual. Is it like a well crafted, carved? Is it painted? How was the?
It's not painted, but it is a very nice sort of intricate carving, and it's on the inside of the box, which is what's odd. It's on the inside of the lid, not the outside.
How big is this box?
Both boxes that were found were about a foot long and half as wide.
Okay. I'm going to spend a little bit more time just examining this box, and then the other one is. Can I?
The other one had the healer's kit supplies inside.
Right, but can I open that? Is anybody sleeping on top of it?
Oh, the other bin. I don't know. Is anyone sleeping on top of it?
Well, I'm in the back. I'm sleeping on top of the one in the back.
I'm in the front.
They're pretty, yeah. The storage containers are pretty weighed down at this point.
I will say, if you were looking for wood, Monswell is carrying a nice wooden driftwood club and basically a shield made of the side of a ship.
But is that enough to make a mast, or enough to be part of? If we repurpose the, I'm assuming the storage trunks that they're sleeping on are not integral part of the boat. We could like rip them off and use
No,
that.
they are the benches themselves. Like the top of the bench is hinged and swings up. It is part of the boat.
Oh, okay.
It is not like a trunk or something.
Yeah, but is it integral? Like if we started repurposing
I guess you could rip it up. You'd have to do a careful job of it because it's built into the boat, so to not damage the hull. But
Monswell will help.
Absolutely. I'm sure Monswell would do a wonderful job of it.
It's going to be quote of the session. Monswell will help us go to the bottom of the ocean. 100%. Subtext.
The two boxes that were inside the bench, one of them has the drawing on there. The other has nothing.
Nothing.
Well, that's interesting. I'm just going to then curl up and go to sleep on top of the box with the boat on there, and just like try and dream of sailing and see if I get any dream inspiration.
I will take. Okay, so I'm willing to take a level of exhaustion to just keep going.
You will indeed take a level of exhaustion.
Yikes!
Going.
Yeah. Because we gotta get to a place where I feel more comfortable sleeping.
So that's new exhaustion -2 to everything, right?
Oh shit! All right, yeah, let's do that. I'm down. Let's go.
Yes, if no one relieves Axel from rowing,
Unless someone else wakes up and relieves, in which case, cool. But I'm willing to do it if that is not the case.
Full 12-hour sleep cycle, bud. Sorry.
Well, I mean, Jewel will wake up before anybody else because she napped this afternoon. She already,
All right, I'm down.
conjunctually
I'm gonna
matched her
so
rest.
as you wake
She'll
up.
wake up.
So as Jewel wakes up, I'm
She
basically
is
gonna
awake.
go over and all right, so you see the moon over there, right?
Uh-huh.
You see that star next to it? All right, so you take
Mhm.
this, and I'm gonna hand Jewel the sextant, and I'm gonna be like, look, you put that star in this little hole, and you make sure that it stays there, and we're good.
Okay.
All right, cool. And then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Good enough. Good enough.
No. Well, I'll find out in the morning.
Yeah. All right.
So is everybody asleep around Jewel? This is a very
Oh.
important question.
Well,
Sounds like it.
Yep.
not quite everyone. Cloudy day doesn't exactly
Mhm.
sleep.
I was gonna say.
Kill the cat.
Well, I meant the people.
Yes, your fellow passengers, I do believe, are asleep.
Y'all are gonna be mad. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. They're gonna be mad when they wake up. It's just it's cool. Just you got this. I believe in you.
She's gonna wait for Axel to fall asleep. So mean. She's gonna head over to Monswell, and she's gonna cast suggestion on Monswell.
Mm.
And she's gonna use she's gonna cast suggestion on Monswell and is going to just be like, hey, so you should wake up and you should row in this direction and listen to me and Axel.
I roll down.
All right, what's the save for that?
So wisdom 14 save.
That's a good third level save. Jeez.
Right? Can I hear that while I'm sleeping?
I would say because
I'm in
I
for
mean
it, but
I know you have very good passive perception. Why don't you make a stealth check for me, Jewel, just to get a sense of how
Sure,
I'm gonna you're doing this.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage, and I have a D4 from Coming of Age.
Amazing.
Ceremony used against the performer of the ceremony.
yes, sir.
It's at 18.
Nice.
You don't hear a thing.
Well, I rolled a 27 with a nat 20 anyways.
So,
But
you are
I
able
do need to roll a D100 since you had me stealth before
to-
for wild magic.
All right.
Oh,
This
shit,
could be
yeah.
fun.
I'm here for it.
So Munswell does not fall victim to the suggestion spell, but also doesn't know that anyone even tried it. So.
Likely just loud snoring is blocking out parts of the word. Makes no sense.
Yeah, you're in your
Sentences
place of
nothingness.
power. You're on the ocean. So
Okay, let's.
Now this new wild magic table has so much stuff on it. I haven't
Yeah.
bothered to read it all. Is it possible? Is there any chance that we can roll and get a sail? Okay, well,
Let's find out. Let's all find out together.
I think it's pronounced assaulted.
Kind of reminds me of the Dark Heresy chart for psychic stuff going wild, where you just do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty bananas.
Yes.
You never want your normal game to be likened to Dark Heresy. Things are going bad.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
It's not particularly useful, but for the next minute, I can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of my turns.
Fantastic.
You can do what? Sorry, I
How
missed.
long is this boat?
The boat is 12 feet long.
Ah.
But he didn't wake up?
Nope.
She's going to try again.
Bold.
All right.
Do I need to make a separate stealth check?
Yeah, you do, because you have to
Great.
repeat the suggestion.
Yeah, add advantage with coming of age.
Well, +4 for
That's
coming
a-
of age.
22.
All right. Roll your wisdom save. Munswell.
That's a 17.
But once again, Tides of Chaos.
Oh,
I mean, the
good
wild
lord.
magic surge goes off again.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled the exact same thing.
Sail. No, not a
Okay.
It was meant to be.
Joel spends the next couple of minutes just teleporting like 2 feet over here, 2 feet over there, 2 feet over here.
I'm so glad.
Just for the hell of
I'll
it.
be very afraid.
Is that a rain dance?
I think my character might have some like Conan vibes in as far as how they feel about magic. It's coming about.
Yeah, she just sighs in disappointment and goes, well, she's the only one awake, so she she just sits in the middle of the boat and is absolutely not rowing.
Yep. On brand.
Sounds right. Okay. So the sun eventually begins to rise. You start to wake. Probably Axel is going to wake last, being absolutely exhausted.
Yeah. Gonna wake with the
Full sun.
with the dulcet tones of profanity as I realize where we are as a
Yeah, you have So is there anything anyone wants to do in particular when they awake?
Rain dance.
The rain dance resumes.
If it's not raining, we rain dancing.
So I understand that we were generally only allowed to have 3 things, and mine currently are. Where's my bag of stuff?
Tell me it's a sail.
No.
only.
I was gonna see if I can have like an extra, just a thing to throw in the water when I wake out of frustration.
Well, I will say, when you wake up, Jewel is currently using her mage hand to brush her hair as she looks in the mirror.
Yeah, I'm just not even gonna be. I'm gonna look at you or look at Joel and just be like.
You knew the chance you took.
I'm going to use my mirror that I kept as my update and try and like put the sunshine, like little bits of sunshine in in Jewel's eyes as she's trying to use the mirror to tell her page hand where to go.
Like a little mirror in the sunlight.
Pinpoint lasers, y'all.
Yeah, as you as that happens, it's like the first time the reflection like pops off. She doesn't even notice that it's you, but she does use prestidigitation to just put like a layer of non-reflective magic, using the like minor creation. Well, yeah, the like minor mark. She basically just puts like a tent on the mirror so that it won't.
A tiny tent.
These are some of my favorite
No,
uses.
like a
In
little-
all seriousness, these are some of my favorite uses of predigitation that I have ever
Heavy
seen.
bullshit.
No, not
straight
like
up,
not
like,
like
no,
a
these are
physical
really good.
tent, but like a you know, like privacy on your privacy phone.
Yeah.
If somebody has privacy on the phone, you
No,
can't see what's on it. So she
Yes.
does that so that the light won't reflect into her eyes.
Absolutely. Dope.
The light's coming from my mirror.
No, I know, but it's hitting.
Oh, jeez. All right.
This is what we do with our time.
So you Axel, fortunately you are able to discern once you get back into place and regain control of the boat as the person who seems to have assumed responsibility for that. You are actually still generally pointed in the right direction. Whether you've gotten closer or further from your destination in the night, you don't know, but you're still generally pointed in the right direction, so
It's
that's
okay.
something.
Yeah, we're just gonna make it.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, in the back,
I can't have all of these people die or eat me.
Mhm.
So we're
Why
gonna
not?
make it.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Hmm.
I'm feeling pretty hungry, probably at this
I
point.
eat a
And
ration.
thirsty, even more
Yeah.
so.
I imagine Hiram in the back while you're being like so hopeful. We gotta survive. We gotta survive. Hiram's, we're not going to survive. This is the last of it. It's finally going to take me.
Do you want it to take you?
No. What do you mean? No.
Just checking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, I think.
So I've got the rations, and I will cut one of them up and portion out the one ration that should serve one person to all 5 people. So we have a little something.
Fair.
Yeah. Jewel, when she realizes that she's really thirsty, she's gonna do this like really cool trick that her daddy taught her one time. Maybe it was her daddy. And she doesn't remember if it was her daddy or not. She takes off her like sheer robe and dumps it in, like dunks it in the seawater, and then is going to twist the water out of her jacket, because your clothes will act like a filter and take the salt water, most of the salt out of the water.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
He says angrily.
Yeah.
No, you actually see him kind of like eerily intrigued in this. Like he's genuinely impressed with Jewel in this moment. He kind of has wide, sparkly eyes now.
All right.
Okay.
He's like,
So,
hey, that works.
so Jewel is now currently just wearing her swimsuit.
I was hoping somebody.
That's
could
not
just, like,
why.
Oh, I got one. Okay.
Let's hear it.
I would like to use one of my 3 items. Specifically the glass beakers in like Bunsen burner situation, for my alchemist kit to distill water, like for desalinization, if that is something that is a thing.
I think that's a simple enough process that you did bring a full alchemy kit with you. I think you could probably manage that. It's going to take you some time. It's going to be slow. But yeah, you can certainly do that. You can't row while you do it.
I will take over on rowing.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna press
You got this in, like you just, like, do the ineffective shoulder rub.
That's so ineffective. Thank you.
You did the oars so they're warm, sort of like a warm steering wheel.
Oh, yeah.
This is exactly what you want.
Yeah. Hot. It's warm.
Get to making water for folks.
Monsoil's gonna take the ration that's given to him, kind of look at it, and just go "feh," and throw it overboard.
I try to catch it with my mage hand.
For the first time, you see me cast too, because I mage hand. No!
At least, I mean, my mage
All
hand
3 of you.
exists.
I want Jewel, Axel, and Hiram to each roll a d20, and we'll see who catches it.
Be aware, I'm at the front of the boat. and I'm
Advantage
throwing
because
it
I have my
that
Tides of
way.
Chaos back.
We got a 2.
Just the
Just a
20 or-
20, just not a check. It's just roll a d20.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's because I rolled a 2. I like half-heartedly.
Yeah. The other 2 have mage hands that can kind of float around.
Fair.
So it wasn't really a fair contest for Axel.
Just a
But the
straight
2 of
roll.
you.
I got a 15.
15. Jewel.
Yeah, I got a 13.
All right. Hiram catches it.
What are you doing?
Monswell now recognizes that this is a very food-motivated ship.
Information gathered.
That will not fill you up. That is nonsense.
Fill me up a little.
I pull a grape out of my pocket and just pop it in my mouth. Is all I need. And I drink my whole thing of water again.
I send my mage hand over to try and pilfer Monswell's pockets.
Good idea.
Okay.
Make a sleight of hand check, please. Sunshine, while all this scrabbling is going on, scrabbling for resources, you look over at the box that you snuggled with as you slept to dream of ships, and you do recall having a dream last night. It's very hazy, hard to say what exactly it was. There were sailing ships involved and a good strong breeze, and you felt throughout the dream this odd just vibration of arcana as you dreamed of these ships that looked like the ones carved on the box. That's what you remember.
Yeah. So, how did everybody sleep last night? I slept fantastically. It was a really good night. Did everybody sleep okay?
Back kind of hurting.
Oh! I'm going over there and cast prestidigitation and warm your clothes a little bit. You know, just we could do some stretching. Did you want to do yoga? We could do yoga this morning. You know, a little tree pose.
Sure. Is Monswell allowed to activity now?
Yeah, I think we could suspend the rules. It's a free activity day to get like a trial of what the activities are like to sort of entice you to purchase a ticket the next time is what
I'm just gonna turn to Jewel and
Jewel, how was that sleight of hand check?
Yeah, so I used Tides of Chaos for advantage, and I got a 21.
You succeed.
Great. How many do I get out of your pocket?
how many what?
Good berries, I'm assuming.
She went for the pocket that you pulled a grape out of, so I don't know what else is in that pocket.
Heard. If you, I mean, would they get all of them? Because that would be 8.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, she's just going in and grabbing what's in there.
Yeah,
Great,
sure.
I have 8 good berries. She obviously eats one when Monswell goes to look at her at the activity thing and just pops a grape in her mouth.
You see his face get deadly serious. And he reaches into his pocket.
Wait, that's not tree pose. Do we need to do this again?
Do I feel any good berries in my pocket?
Mm-mm. No, you don't.
I'd like to hold an action.
Everybody about to swear up.
Wonderful.
Is that a thing in this edition? I would very much like, if Monswell comes across the boat, I would like to grapple him.
Oh, okay. If he makes like a hostile advance.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would I'd
You
like
rub.
to put a new activity sheet up. Gambling. Does anybody want to make any wagers today?
You rob a blessing from Monswell. Why do?
Well, I mean, this is my boat. You're on my boat, so what you have is mine.
Transgressions. Good. And you see Monswell just fall back into the water behind him.
Ooh.
And
Overboard.
And under the boat, I'm going to cast Shatter on the boat.
All right.
All right.
Well, it's a good time.
Wow. Why don't you why don't you roll your damage for shatter real quick?
Okay.
Woo. Can we see the ground? Can we see the land?
That'll be 8 points of thunder damage under the
shit.
boat.
Okay.
Thunder damage is a
You
construct.
all hear it's a strange sort of reverberating low sound because it's in the water, but this boom sound in the water as you hear a crack and the
Depth
wood of the boat
charges.
starts to split, and that is where we will take a break.
I was here, you motherfucker.
Oh no.
No steal from Monswell.
Hey, welcome back in.
Wow.
We're about to get back to thinking, but before we do, we wanted to remind you and thank everybody for tuning in to this episode and all of the episodes that you watch. We're on the road to getting 1,000 followers, and along this journey, as we get there, we're going to be giving away stuff, and we've got stuff to give away, and we don't want you to have to pay for it or take hard-earned money out of your pocket and buy stuff from us. We want to just give it to you, and the way we can give it to you is if you join our stuff. We've got our beacons up there. Join our TikTok and our Instagram and our Discord. Please join the Discord. It's so much fun to be able to talk and have discussions. You can like our videos. You can watch the epilogues there because the epilogues are amazing, and I can't wait to find out what fucked up shit is going to come out of this adventure. I'll tell you. But what are we giving away, you might ask? And I have a couple of examples here. We have coasters, nice slate coaster somewhere there in the camera. Get it to the camera. We have all sorts of things. We have one for the happy hour. You should also watch our happy hours. They're a lot of fun. And for those of you that liked Goblin Noggin, we will have some more Goblin Noggin. But we will also have this Sphinx will be given away to somebody. It is such a cute plushy Sphinx, and it looks so much not at all like my familiar, but it is still a cute plushy Sphinx. You should join up. You should follow us. You should comment. You should like. You should subscribe to the YouTube and follow on the It's so good. Why did they
all
do
the
that?
things?
So
All the
confusing.
things.
Do all the things. Do all the things. Show us that you love us. We will show that we love you. And without further ado, let's get back to sinking a ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
The dinghy. Not
here we are. You hear a thunderous boom underneath the water, and the sound of splitting wood. There's a crack now in the hull of your ship. It is a very small crack, but it is just enough that as you look at it, you slowly see water just starting to seep through, just a little.
I'm going to step on it. And then start casting mending.
All right, you do indeed, and the wood seals up over that crack.
Phew, and then I'm going to collapse exhausted. Oh, that was an activity.
You want a berry?
I'm gonna surface from this nonsense and just yell.
I'm handing a berry to.
You steal from where? Or you steal from me? I steal what's yours. Give them back.
Oh, these. Axel, Hiram, Hiram. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Do you want a berry?
It
They
sounds
make
like
you feel nice and full.
That's great, but if it means the end of the boat, probably should give them back.
Give them back, you say? Okay.
I'm gonna
A
She
nice
just
man
tosses
freeze.
them into the ocean. Although she is
I mean,
going to
that's
try and
3
do a
months
sleight of
old
hand
shit,
to
though, so,
keep
like,
one for herself without Monswell.
I'm doing an active perception on this.
To
I'm
see where they
watching her
land.
They
I'm-
have
no,
to
I'm
all
watching
go back
her
into the water.
intently.
Ah, I see. I see.
That was a natural 20.
Oh my.
That was a 7.
25.
You are watching so closely, and she just threw those, right? Just threw them all over there.
Heard. I'm gonna go swim and collect them.
All right.
How many do I find?
Well, how many did you eat and give out? How many were there? Jewel?
Well, I took 8 from him. I
And
ate
you
one.
ate some. Okay,
Sunshine ate one, and I still have one.
Okay. So
I was
there's
in the
5
process of
remaining.
throwing that one back up, though, because you wanted them back.
Yeah, there's a partially digested one currently on the boat, and there are 5 that you retrieve from the water.
I row harder.
Yep. That sounds right.
So I will surface again and say, "Where'd the rest?"
I ate them.
No, you ate one.
Well, you were under the boat. I ate another one.
Ah, you want another explosion?
What's your swim speed?
30.
Look, Jewel has a very good deception, so.
Mm.
Yeah, it sounds okay.
Are we attempting a deception check?
That's what it said.
I mean, I can if they're attempting to tell if I'm seeing the truth, but she has a good deception, so.
Well, you said you ate another one, and he said you want another explosion.
Today's activity: 2 truths and a lie.
It does seem like she probably ate another one. You're not totally sure, but it seems like she would.
Mm. I will once again cast Shatter on the boat.
Oh God!
What's the range
I should
on
have
that?
taken.
60 feet.
Yeah.
What's your swim speed?
If I don't take an action, 60.
And how fast can I row this boat?
Not that fast.
Not that.
All right, fine.
Bonk.
It's like
Roll
a
some
missile
damage
coming
on
at
it.
us.
That's an 18.
Good God.
Okay. That you hear another thud, and that crack splits once again.
Ah, mending.
You're still right there in position. Yeah, you are able to seal it up. There's probably still a little bit more damage on the bottom of the boat, but you are able to seal up enough to keep the water from coming in.
Yeah, while he's
It's
like
falling apart.
casting the spell and Sunshine's doing mending, there's like a small flash of magic from the crystal on Jewel's necklace as she's gonna use her free casting of False Life on herself to give herself some temporary hit points.
Underrated spell.
I'm just going to do silent image to be like waving a white flag right over me.
Mm-hmm.
You see Monswell like eyes above the water. Bobbing.
If I pan around in a panic, do I see anything in view on the horizon? Anything that looks like a landmass, a raft, wreckage, anything that could be another option?
Yeah. I would say, in this moment, your senses are you really want to see something. And you do see, it's faint, but you do start to see something on the horizon. It's hard to tell exactly what it is from here. Maybe it's land, but you see there is something out there. It's not just this flat sea that you've been looking at.
Okay.
There is something, and it's in the direction you have been heading.
Okay. I'm going to point that out and just, in a panic, just say, "There, land, salvation. If we can get there fast enough, we might survive this. Monswell, please do not sink this boat.
But they steal from me. I steal
I
from
will-
them.
I will give you anything you want." What do you want?
Join me.
In the water?
Yes.
When we get to the landmass, I will go for a swim.
Now.
Can I sense motive? Can I insight?
Sure. Well, why don't we ask Monswell? What do you think you're conveying here?
Come for a swim, buddy.
I got that much.
Forever.
The water's warm down here.
Sure, you can make an insight check.
Minor
I
illusion, a sign standing there, lifeguard not on duty.
Yeah. Bad news for Hiram. I rolled a 2 + 1 for a 3.
Baller.
Yeah, I mean,
This is my
he's a
best
weird
friend.
guy. It's very hard to tell. Like, he really might just want you in the water. You don't know.
Yeah, Hiram will say, He'll kind of look back and forth frantically between them. If it'll get us all, including myself, to that landmass, do you promise not to harm any of us?
Yes.
I'd like to sense motive on that.
Do you really need to?
Jules not really worried about it as she's not going in the ocean.
Oh,
Alright.
is that so?
Well, I mean, she
Oh,
doesn't
God.
say that, but she's not
Voluntarily.
sensing your motive because she's not going in the ocean.
All right, I am prepared. I got a net 20.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
No, net 20, not nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
still good though. Still good.
Yes.
Monsuel, is there anything
Mon-
you'd like to share?
Monsuel has not attacked any of y'all. He's dealt no damage so far.
Well, like, aside from the thing that is keeping us alive, which is the boat. So we're trying to figure out if that, like, if we are going to be able to kind of make it without, you know,
I'm just gonna catch Axel's eye. I think he wants us
dying.
to die in the water. Dying out of the water doesn't get him any currency.
Although you do, you know, if he has the power to attack the boat in this way, he could have attacked you directly. I would say that probably occurs to you. But
Jewel is just watching Monsuel right now.
That would matter so much more if I couldn't just drown.
I'm gonna.
Like, it is appreciated though. Don't get me wrong. You know, 100%. You know, just
Things are gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure the book is secure,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna look to my friends and just. It's for the boat. It's for the betterment of all of us. I trust him, or I have to, I guess. And I will cast on myself Alter Self.
Mm.
I'm gonna cast Alter Self, second level, obviously. Underwater aquatic adaptation.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
excellent.
What
I'm going to
physical
get-
changes does everyone see when you cast this?
I mean, probably pretty run of the mill. He's not a great wizard. He's not the most creative sword. So the average, like, gills, it's probably not pretty either. Like, if you ever seen a person just grow gills, it's not attractive. Just- He's probably
Is that moment where your
struggling.
like lungs are doing their things? So
Yeah.
you're, like, choking for a minute.
Yeah, it's not graceful. So Hiram, when he was a wizard, probably back when he was actively practicing, probably a little better, but he's out of practice, and this whole transformation is just painful to watch, and he's just
Mhm.
and he's just making faces, sounds, everything else, and then he kind of just falls into the water.
Flop
Just-
like a fish, right?
Yeah, just falls in, just splash, very non-graceful.
Cloudy Day takes off and goes over there and takes a swipe.
Ow! I get scratched on the way down.
Wow.
Great.
Right. Hiram is now in the water with Monsuel, as requested.
Good.
And then it adjusts and is. Why did you want me in the water?
Monsuel don't want you in the water. Kreia do.
Oh. Is Kreia here right now?
Kreia everywhere you stand.
I'm not standing, I'm swimming.
You think so?
I do. I do.
It's beautiful, no?
A
Water's
little terrifying. I think
Trying
something
to
touched my
pull
foot.
you under.
I
This
don't like
the
that one.
truest form of life. Kreia no let you forget. You fight for every breath.
I don't want to.
You must.
Come on.
They both save nobody. Give yourself to the water.
I feel like I have. I'm in the water with you right now, and I'm swimming.
No. You know what I mean.
I'm not sure that I do. I'm sure that I do.
I just like sink down into the waves.
Oh God. See, this is out of a horror film.
Yes.
Bro, it's
Dark
spooky
week.
season.
Meanwhile, on the dinghy,
Meanwhile, on the boat,
it
furiously
smells better.
rowing.
It smells better here now, and rations divided 3 ways means more food for the rest of us. So
How far do we think the landmass is away?
I'm not sure that's a landmass, but okay.
It's something.
What,
It could
what
be.
we see.
That's
what we
like-
see. How far
that's
away
like-
do we
That's
think
like
it
2
is?
days. If we're just now seeing it, that's like a day and a half. I don't actually know for real. Let me.
At your current speed, yeah, it might take like a day or so. At your current speed.
Roll faster.
Y'all do magic, right? Could somebody I don't know, this is fantasy. I don't know how much we know about propulsion.
I mean, you were just on a boat. Like, you know how boats work, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
You
Could
need
we get some like
inspiration? And I'm going to silent image one of those like Peloton instructors, and then minor illusion. There, come on, is that all you got? You can row faster than that.
I'm gonna stop rowing. I'm gonna eat 2 rations and like look like I'm gonna look at sunshine and be like, yeah.
Get it. All right. Hiram, cool question. Does your
Yeah.
alter self also give you a swim speed or no?
It does.
Yeah.
30
Excellent.
feet.
Wonderful. So you're keeping up. You're not losing the boat.
Guys, wait. Where's Montswell?
Yeah.
If you're moving right
Uh-huh.
below you,
Okay.
What a nightmare.
Comforting.
He's looking down occasionally, just, I hate this. I hate everything about
every
it.
time you look down, I just go, God.
Oh God, no. He's just this way, friend. And can I attempt to persuade or anything? I don't know.
Sure. Sure.
You always try.
I'm just gonna say like,
But we're
if
gonna
we
get you
go
so
this
many
way,
people to drown.
yeah. If we go this way with our friends, then we need to stick together, right? Stick together.
Why?
Because there's strength in numbers.
There's strength in the sea.
Yes. And what's in the sea? Lots of fish, lots of creatures. Yes.
My friends.
Numbers of friends.
Yes. Lots of friends.
He is
We're
a
all
Triton.
friends, right? Mm-hmm. And see, I can breathe underwater and swim. So I'm like,
It's kind of cheating.
That's wizards.
yeah. I'm trying to think of what I can say to convince you.
If you want to breathe underwater, Kreia give it to you. If you give to Kreia,
What do I have to
well, not always like this.
What do I have
Well,
to
man,
give?
before.
Oh. What do I have to give to Kreia? As I'm still swimming. I'm not gonna leave the boat.
Yeah. I'm just like back paddling with my feet flippers. Just kind of be like, you know.
Yeah. Just chill.
I have a question. Can Jules see Monswell under the water?
You can probably see, assuming Munswell is right below Hiram, you can probably see like the shadow at least of the shape of Munswell moving under the water.
Great. Yeah. She's gonna attempt to cast sleep on Monswell.
Oh.
All right.
Shots fired.
So it's good. But before she does that, she's gonna do the sorceress. What's that new thing that they do?
Sorceress first.
Innate
Oh,
sorcery.
oh,
No, innate
she's gonna,
sorcery, which
like, Super
increases
Saiyan.
my DC, which increases my
Cool.
save DC to DC 15.
Heard. Yeah, I like the changes they made to sleep. I think it's way better now.
Oh.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it'll
it's
be
not
a
just like a hit
DC. Yeah, it'll be a DC 15 Wisdom save. If he fails, then he's incapacitated for a round, and then if he fails again, then he's unconscious for a minute.
I did the first one.
You fail.
That's correct.
Ooh.
All right.
So we
DC
make
kinda go
some
wobbly.
distance. We make some distance away from him.
Monkswell begins to sink lower in the water. Hiram, you notice that he's not keeping up with you anymore. He seems to be just kind of drifting downwards.
I don't notice. I mean, I'm not Hiram also, but you know.
Cool guy Hiram is gonna try to not leave Monswell behind weirdly. I'm gonna put some eggs in multiple baskets here for survival's sake. And I'm going to grab underarm and be like, please do not kill me. Just whatever you do, remember that I helped you.
So you're just towing Monkswell along
I
now.
am.
All right.
At 15 feet, because it's half
Okay.
speed.
Yeah.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Come on, my baby boy. My sweet baby boy.
You are, while towing Monkswell, you are just barely keeping up with the boat now.
Yeah.
So for sleep, do I make another save the next round too? Or it's real
Yeah,
save?
and that's if you go unconscious. If you fail the second one, then you go unconscious for a minute.
That's a 17.
Yeah, then you break out of your incapacitated condition.
You awake in the arms of Hiram.
There's going to be a fanfic after this.
After this, somebody's already halfway through writing it.
Drifting through the waves.
Hair flowing.
Being towed along by your new guild friend.
I see you're awake.
Was really on the boat, Sunshine and Axel just see Jewel give a little like slump in the shoulders and just like, I was really hoping that would work.
Goddamn clerics. If only I was like a fighter or something. I'd have dropped like
I mean, I knew it like me, the player, knows that likely it's not gonna work, but Jewel would absolutely try to like get you away, like just not part of this situation anymore.
Monkswell,
that first
you
incapacitate
awaken.
in the loving embrace of Hiram.
Sorry.
Why touching Monkswell?
You passed out for a second there. I was making sure that you would keep up. You know, I didn't want to leave you behind.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
You ask, what Greya want, yes?
Yes.
Greya want you. Greya want them. Greya want friends.
I mean, we can be friends, but also on land. Just
Monkswell
saying.
does not live on land. Monkswell cannot go on land.
Are you cursed to not step on land?
Just don't like it.
You know, I feel that way about the ocean sometimes. I totally get it.
Can't breathe on the salt, or the sand, or the grass, the trees, and open on fire. My lungs.
But you were okay on the boat, were you not?
The boat is part of the sea. Greya domain.
But isn't everything then kind of, because it's in direct contact with, part of the ocean? Because it's right there next to the ocean.
That's the wrong word. Not in direct contact. Direct conflict.
Ooh.
Land and sea cannot be together. They are separate.
So not like surf and turf. Okay.
Or the ocean floor? Oh, I'm not in the conversation. Okay.
Great domain.
I mean, they're keeping right up with the boat. Like
Yeah.
they're not far away from you.
Oh no, I'm in full gains mode. Like,
Yeah. Great adrenaline right now.
Yeah. I'm like making sure my form's right.
Hmm.
Like-
Yeah. What are Jewel and Sunshine up to?
Converting sorcery points into spell slots.
Evidently, Jewel is up to playing with Cloudy Day. That's
Yes.
there's a lot of that.
She
going
matches my look.
On. Yeah.
She's mine now. You do know that, right? Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You
I've
could-
taken her. She's mine.
Please. It always comes back and haunts me. I wake up and there's a cat right there looking at me. I hate it.
I'll take her.
You can try.
She's mine.
Yeah. I go to
We
sleep and
just
she'll be
go
back.
together. Go together.
Nightmare. It was supposed to be a friend. I asked for a friend and I get a cat. Who gives a mouse a cat when they ask for a friend?
Well, she is my friend, aren't you? Yes, you are.
I'm gonna try and move to the other side of the boat, and I'm going to cast Silent Image again and have the boat that was like on the relief on the painting. When I make an image of that, like floating in the water, and try and see if I can, figure out what my dream and this magical boat how
Sure.
everything is connected.
As
Sure.
I see that, I'm like, can you just make that a boat?
Yeah.
Or can you take the sails from that? I don't know. Y'all do magic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you do this, you make this image kind of floating, and you're trying to jog your memory of this dream, and you know how dreams are weird. You remember bits and pieces of it throughout the day, and
Screaming for help. Yes. I remember
seeing
that.
it in front of you, you start to remember another part of the dream where you saw the mast start to fall and collapse and compact, and the sides of the boat folded inwards and ends folded inwards until it was just a box floating on the water.
And the silent image matches all of these movements, and then there's a box floating on the water, and I look at the box, and then I look over at the box, and
Looks
then
the
I look
same.
at the box, and
Well,
I
yes.
look over at the
Yes.
box.
They look the same.
Actually,
Oh, I
let's
also
roll
have
something.
resistance for the next minute to everything because of
Okay, good to know.
One of these times, it's fireball on self, man.
Hey, it's actually not on self anymore, which means that I could just put it on you.
Brutal.
It's not on self anymore. Wow.
Really?
It's just a cast of fireball.
Ooh,
You can
Oh,
put
okay.
it wherever you want.
that's cool.
What?
But wanted
Yeah, okay.
not to be here. That's what wanted.
Yeah.
Fireball on a boat.
Yeah,
bad
that
idea.
was one of the changes to the table.
So your image of a box on the water floats back to you.
And I look at that box, and I lean over, and I look down and see
You
if
think
I
that
can
box is
see.
a boat?
And I look down and see if I could see Hiram in there, and I'm like trying to wave and try and get his attention, basically like knock on the water.
Nah.
Knock on the water.
Hiram, Hiram.
Splash, 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 splash.
I will hold up just a finger and just be like, 1 second. Poke my head up, just kind of waiting with my face just above the water. Yes? It's kind of weird going in between the two. What?
Man, I gotta tell you, the gills just don't really work for you. Have you
No, this is
thought about
You
terrible.
really don't. It's a really bad look, like even worse than your first look.
I'm gonna turn around
it's
and
fair.
talk to you, but I don't want to have to look at you.
Damn. So mean. Monswell would never.
It's true. It's true.
And I take my silent image and I like go like box to boat to box to boat, and then I'm like pointing at the box of the ship. I think it's
That
a
Jewel
boat.
is at. That Jewel is at, because she saw the box to boat image.
Sure.
So she's
Oh.
now
I
at
think it's a
the
boat,
box.
and I'm pointing at Jewel.
I'm a wizard. Do I know anything about folding boats?
I would say you're a wizard. You had some adventures in your day. You've heard of a folding boat.
I'm just gonna go light bulb. Oh, I look kind of glance back down into the water at Monswell. It's probably
Right there.
yeah.
Come to me.
I imagine.
Yule is attempting to figure out the box to boat.
Yeah, if you surfaced, I would have been right there as well.
This Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah, the seal reveal.
Love it. It's like, well, that's a great backup option. Please. Monswell, can we talk? I'm gonna dunk my head back down. Like, hey, so if I give myself over to Cray, Freya, am I going to like turn into a fish monster or some sort of octopus or something? What does that look like for me?
You think Monswell look like a monster?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
That
Very
hurts.
transparent answer.
I'm just not sure because I genuinely don't know.
You never meet Triton before.
No.
Right. You turn to Triton.
Ooh. Is that
Sounds
pretty
cool.
cool?
I can breathe underwater. I can talk to fish.
That sounds actually pretty awesome.
It is pretty nice.
Okay. Any downsides like
Listen, I can tell you're scared. I know. I understand it. But why fight? Kreia don't ask for devotion like the other gods. She just offer truth, not promises. She take what hers and give you the strength to survive. Or the peace to sink.
or the beast to sink? I'm afraid about that second part, but
Why? No beast
Because-
of the sea harry us.
well, because the spell only lasts for a certain amount of time and then it wears off. I hope you understand.
I do. I understand the magic.
Okay. I think I may take you up on this offer.
It's pretty good one.
Okay. Is there a contract?
No, just let the waves take you.
Does that mean die? Just to clarify.
Is Monswell dead?
Are you?
I don't think so.
Not the same.
Monswell's like, good question.
I've been shot with arrow before. It still hurt.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier about the ghost and poke.
Is fleshy bits, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like, all right, you're real.
Although if you go center mass, it's all rusty chainmail.
Okay. I think I'll do that as long as here's the promise. You don't sink their boat. Then I will agree.
Monswell no do anything. Kreia doing cannot stop the god. If she wants, she take.
Jewel, what are you doing with the box? You said you were messing with the box.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to figure out how to make it into a boat.
Don't break it.
No, I mean she knows her way around magic. I mean most of it is innate for her, but she's learned bits and pieces of it. That's me saying she's proficient in Arcana.
Yeah.
So she's just trying to see if she can figure out how to make it into a boat.
Yeah, so you're looking it over, and yeah, you've seen a magical item or two in your day. You get a sense that there must be a command for this, and there are some carvings, just very small, just below the image, that look like symbols. You're not totally sure what they are, but you can make an Arcana check to find out.
Absolutely. Advantage and coming of age D4.
I picked the most
is it-
useful and useless second language. Sorry.
It's gonna be 18.
Yeah, they're actually fairly simple once you figure out how they're sort of coded in this sort of arcane script. Yeah, these are some command words for this. You get the sense that you probably don't want to be holding it in your hands when you command it, but there are 3 commands. One is cast off, one is gangway, and one I can't remember that I made up. It is.
I'm pretty sure it's go into the water.
There's a way. I don't know.
And another one. But the point is there's 3. No, batten down. That was the 3rd one. Batten down. So those are the words.
I'm going to put up one more, probably the last, hopefully the last activity sign-up sheet that we are going to need, and it's going to say at the top, origami.
Whoa. Fair.
Great.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna pack
Let's get outta
my
here.
my kit. I'm gonna pack my kit. I'm gonna make sure that's away.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it in the water, and I'm presuming from the 3 that were given, say cast off.
Okay,
And
cast
hope that
off.
turns it into a boat.
Cast off, and you see the boat suddenly pop open and split apart, and bits of wood sort of expand out from the center, and you within moments see a rowboat similar to the one you're in right now, approximately the same size, although it does have what is actually sort of like a small mast on a hinge that can be raised with a little triangular sail on it, so it can catch the wind, but it's roughly the same size as the boat you're currently in.
Great. I'm like, let's get on board. On board, please, now. If you want to come, otherwise I'm going.
It looks like a really long distance between the 2 boats. That's like 2 feet. Can we get it any closer?
Damn.
Jewel gets on the boat and is gonna look at Axel.
I'm gonna go back to the other side of the boat, and I'm going to take a running leap. Ah!
Just mage hand to catch him. Pull him down.
Oh
I will also jump.
I do not have mage hand. That was
But
So-
I do.
When the other 2 get on the boat, and presumably, I don't know if Axel's gonna start rowing, but Jewel's gonna cast fog cloud on the new boat, and she's gonna put her mage hand on the old boat for as long as she can, and she's gonna put distance spell on it and have it just move the old boat away while the cloudy boat.
Right. Your new little boat is engulfed in fog once again.
Oh, I have
Hiram.
to roll my magic table. Sorry, one second, guys.
God's
one of these is going to be the worst thing ever.
Axel, this boat has a sail. You don't have to keep rowing.
Yo.
Does it have Does it have oars?
It does have oars. It does. You can row for
For
sure.
the games?
Gains time.
Oh, this is for me.
Yeah.
Somewhere that Peloton guy is smiling.
So proud. So proud.
Love it.
Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell that you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Sleep.
Hiram.
Suggestion, I got my 2nd level spell back.
If only you could see me.
You cannot see
I
anyone
know,
right
I
now.
can't. No, I can't right now. But she didn't know she was going to get that, so...
So let's return to Hiram and Munswell in the water.
So, boat, do we see, I mean, because you're in the water, the fog maybe, does that like conceal the whole
It's
boat?
a sphere. Yeah,
sphere?
it's a
Okay.
sphere. Yeah.
But we
So,
still
my
see
question would be, if like wind can affect it, could it permeate through water?
Could currents affect it? Yeah.
That is
Right?
interesting.
Well, it says that it is dismissed by a strong wind or something like a gust of wind spell. It does not say anything specifically about
Typically,
the
gases
water.
do not penetrate into water.
So.
But it is
So I would
magic.
say most likely, even with spells that are gases, clouds
Right.
usually do
Well,
not.
I don't
penetrate
need
into
it to go 20 feet underwater. I need it to go like a foot.
Well, even then, here's the thing. There's a fog cloud in the water, so just follow that.
Yeah, but there's another boat.
There are two boats, is the thing. You are now seeing two boats going
But
different
only
directions.
Fog cloud.
And I'm aware of the folding boat. Okay. So I see new boat, and he's going to reach a hand out and just say, "Deal on the transformation part of this thing, however
It
this
is
happens."
not a deal you make with me. It is a deal you make with Greya.
Your broker. All right. Yes. Kreia? Kreia? Can I attempt to contact Kreia? Do I get do I talk to Vish? I don't know. I don't know how to make a deal.
Fill your lungs.
Oh.
Well, I'm using my gills currently, so that's not too terribly hard.
How long does that spell last?
An hour.
Okay. When that spell lapses, will you remain in the water?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I
right.
don't think so. Hiram is a fearing boy. He's afraid. I don't think he has the constitution to keep himself under. I don't think he could. I think he would try to resurface for air at that point. But that he doesn't have a very good strength, just saying. So, I think so.
In the meantime, would you try to keep up with the boat?
Yeah, he's going to try to follow the boat. Well,
The one that has people in it.
I'm going to follow.
You're underwater.
I know
you
how magic functions.
You can peek above the surface. It's not that hard. You can see which boat has a fog cloud around it. And given that you were recently traveling in a boat with a fog cloud around it, it does not take a lot of effort to figure that one out.
You don't have to be a wizard to do that math. So I'll swim after the boat with people on it.
I'm gonna steal the shit out of that. You don't have to be a wizard to do that math. Yeah, no, yeah.
It's a good one.
Back pocket.
And Monsuel, where do you go?
I'm following. I have a new friend.
Yeah, we're friends.
We're all just
Right.
swimming behind.
Yes.
Although, as your spell ends, Hiram, you are starting to fall behind the boat.
Yeah.
You're struggling to keep up now.
It's if you don't have a swim speed, it's half speed through water, right? So it'd be 15 feet.
Does this new boat have life preservers or?
We can't see
this
them.
boat has an anchor.
It's more important to ask if a life preserver would fit you.
But it's got.
But other than that, it's pretty much the same as the other boat, but with a sail.
Because we were talking right before there was the discussion. He said 1 minute, and if you're saying it's been more than 1 minute,
It has
I'm
indeed.
going to be a little concerned and see if we can figure out what's going on in the water, including like tossing a life preserver or whatever this.
We
boat
can't
makes
see
up.
anything. It's heavily obscured.
Nah, it's cool. I got
in
this.
the fog
Like,
cloud.
It doesn't
pick it
mean
up,
I
like,
can't
drop the
throw-
anchor. Like,
Doesn't mean I can't throw a life preserver randomly off the side of the boat in hopes
Please
that
do.
someone will grab onto it.
like if we got an anchor, we have a whole scenario of different like options at this point. Like we could drop. I could go get
As
Hiram.
well as another command word that two other command words that no one has spoken.
Yeah, I can't read those.
That's a good
It
point.
is
We
in
should
bird
get
form.
everybody on the boat first. Like
It's one of those jet ski. because everything.
Right.
Well, I think
Oh,
one of them
that's
will
the
make
last
us
one.
go fast. I think one of us will make us go fast, and I think the other one turns it back into a box.
That's
Probably.
logic. Well, one of them may make it into a bigger boat.
Whole
Well, I'm
galleon.
pretty sure it makes us go faster, given what the command word was.
While we figure this out, I would like to try and get Hiram so he doesn't drown.
Yeah, either way, we have a Hiram overboard.
We'll jump in the water, and then I'm gonna attempt to Hiram, I'm gonna like grab you by your collar.
If you
It's
jump
heavily
in the
obscured.
water
Okay.
and make
It
your
is
way
heavily
towards Hiram, Monstro
Alright.
will surface in front of you.
All right,
And
cool.
just say,
He is giving himself to Greya. Do not interfere.
I mean, can he do that where we're going?
No.
I turn back to Hiram.
What? Nah, I'm gonna continue to try and get Hiram and like.
I mean, if you want to pull
high,
Hiram out of the water, you're so ripped right now. Like you
Right,
can just
I'm
pluck
gonna-
him right out.
so I'm gonna like
No
grab
problem.
him by his grab him by his collar
Mhm.
and like basically like do like a half backflip into the water.
Yeah.
And then use my feet to push him, and I'm gonna use the what is it, shove? What's the shove?
Mhm.
It's only 5 feet. That
That's okay.
kind of sucks. But yeah, I shove him like up out of the water, like in an arc onto the
Mhm.
boat.
Yeah, not a problem.
I got you.
Yeah,
you.
it's fine.
Not a problem at all.
Sorry, Sunshine.
Well, if we can see people now and Monswell surfaced.
well, you can't see people because there's a fog cloud.
Fog cloud.
I know,
Yeah,
that's
this
why
is
I
the water,
was...
It was the water. Like I hit the water, and then I saw him. I was like, aha! Hopefully.
I mean, Hiram's keeping right up with the boat. It's not, and you can hear them certainly.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to find where Hiram is, grab him, and pull him on. But you are still in the fog cloud.
He's kind of
Fair.
pathetic. He's flailing in the water and going.
He's like, Montel, we can do this on the beach where we are going.
Axel, you
Probably.
are standing in the way of a commitment he has chosen to make.
I am just I don't want anybody to die. I don't know. I wasn't here for that. Y'all can continue.
You got
that
20
thing?
seconds.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's like
What's going on down
Hiram.
there? What's
Hiram,
happening?
do you shirk your deal?
I do not shirk my deal, but I also don't want to die.
Hiram, you know this boat can do better.
No. Did Axel get on?
This baby's got heated seats.
yes.
This boat-
I was like,
This boat's all right, but you know this boat could be better.
I was just... Did Axel get on? She gave him 20 seconds.
yeah, I totally made
If Axel wanted to get on, he got on. He's been rowing for 48 hours.
So
He has nothing but adrenaline right now.
Gangway.
I'm
Gangway. The second Axel gets on, gangway.
All right, gangway. You hear again that creaking and popping that you heard when this boat first formed, and it expands out at the sides. The little mast pops up and grows larger and expands out into a large square sail on a large mast. You are now on, within a few seconds, you're on a keel boat,
Nice.
which is pretty
can't
nice. You can certainly tell that this boat around you, even just that the sense of your movement in the water, like you are clearly on a larger vessel. You are standing not just in the bottom of a little boat, but on a deck. Like this is a real boat.
All right,
In
I would like to
fact-
do a very important thing and
Yes.
drag myself to a place where I can sleep.
Yes. And as you do that, you can even see if you knock on the deck real quick, there's something below here. There's a below deck. There's a cabin down there. And there are 2 beds in that cabin.
we slapped those baby together and we got a bunk bed and this shit's a party.
I turned to Hiram. We're on a boat.
Yeah.
And as Axel crawls off to a unbelievably well-earned rest,
I don't know what you're talking about. I got the big boat.
slowly the fog eventually will dissipate, and you see, drawing closer now that the wind fills the large sail of your ship, is some shape of land. Not sure exactly what it is, but some landmass that you are drawing close to, with Monsuel swimming along behind you. And that is where we are going to end our adventure. For now,
For now.
there will be
Monsuel may
an
have
epilogue.
something.
Oh, I am sure Monsuel has something.
Oh, well, thank you, all of you out there, for coming along on whatever this was. A wild ride, a lifeboat tale, maybe a tale of two folk coming to love Cray. Who knows?
Indeed.
Kreia.
Wherever we go, it was a fantastic ride. Thank you so much to Violet for taking us on this adventure. We want to thank Rook for making sure that you could see and hear, and keeping the chat going and doing all those wonderful things. We can't do this without you, Rook. And now, before we go, if there's any, we'll go through the cast again. And if there's anything you want to tell people, where to find you, what you're doing, what's going on, now is the time. Let's start with Chris. Where can we find you to get more Chris-ander?
Yeah, you can usually find me mostly on Instagram at Mandragora Media. Mandragora like my last name, media like the things that I do. I do a lot of photography, videography, work in film and games and all that kind of stuff. I'm otherwise pretty boring. So you can find me at home a lot.
So relatable.
Just like Montrell. Totally boring, can find you home all the time.
I live in my home.
Shay, where can the folks get more Shay?
Oh yeah. All right. So I guess as far as never mind. I'll put that back. You can generally find my stuff on Shea Butter Music, CHE.butter.music.
What a great name. Holy shit.
I play the bass and I sing, but I do tabletop RPGs because I gotta. It's my special kung fu deal. But yeah, that's mostly what I'm doing at the moment, but it's likely that, I'll be back around in the space at some point. But yeah, that's me.
For sure. Definitely be back around. We need to keep rowing.
Yeah. Nobody else was.
Violet.
Oh, yeah, I'm Violet Crow, and I'm usually here. Not usually here in this seat. This is unusual, but here on Hit Points Not Required, playing in our one shots, hanging out and chatting during our happy hours, which are always super fun. So yeah, if you want to see me, just hang out here.
Fantastic. Carly, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Carly Steichen on all the socials. And I make dice and I play games and I run games. I'm running a Daggerheart campaign over on a channel called Wanderer's Haven on Fridays. And I play in a Hunter the Reckoning game every other Saturday on that same channel. My middle school teacher, who is fisticuffs brawler.
Oh, excellent.
Hell
I'm a big
yeah.
fan of World of Darkness Chronicles. So
Yeah, she just lit somebody on fire using magnesium powder, so that was great. You can find my dice stuff at Armadillo Dice on Etsy. That's me.
Hell
Yay!
Go buy them dice.
Yeah.
And where is MJ Not So Anonymous?
Not so anonymous. Well, you can find me obviously at Anonymous MJ on multiple platforms, Twitch. I'm trying to set up all the other socials and everything else. Just finally set up an official Twitter, things like that. But it's zeros instead of O's, specifically zeros instead of O's, all one word. But I also am on Mondays, bi-weekly. We do a bi-weekly campaign 5e D&D. It's kind of a homebrewy sort of campaign called Altar's Den Adventures. You can find that twitch.tv/Altar's Den Adventures. They were in the chat earlier. Happy to see them support. But yeah, we do that bi-weekly Mondays, and we also do just variety gaming streams and all kinds of stuff like that. Super LGBTQIA friendly, all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, just have fun. But thank you so much, guys, for having me. This is
thank you.
amazing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are amazing.
Special thank you to MJ and Shay for being with us for the first time. It was so much fun playing with you.
Hell yeah.
You were amazing. Great DM. Would love that.
Indeed.
I'm just glad I'm not the new guy anymore.
Well,
You are
not the new
awesome.
guy is this guy right here. You can always find me right in this chair, right in this seat, finding some new story to tell to you. I am Chuckles. I play here. We have our happy hours, as Violet mentioned, where I will bitch about things and then try and keep everybody from bitching about Dungeons and Dragons too much.
With limited success, but
Yes, you can find me and my cosplay on my Instagram or any other thing at Chuckles. And look as I make new crazy things and take them to like Tokyo and wherever the heck I'm going in this coming year. It'll be all sorts of stuff. So stay tuned there. And remember, join our stuff, like us, love us, heart us, follow, whatever you're supposed to be doing, so that you too can have a chance to hang out with Iris. Yay!
I love her.
Yay.
And also stay tuned. Remember, join our Discord. We will be recording a epilogue that will be posted very soon, so you can figure out where these characters ended up in the future. And with that, we want to say goodnight, that we love you all. Remember to tell the people that you care about that you love them. And remember, hit points are not required to help out a good cause.
Hell yeah.
Love you guys.
See ya.
See you next time.